Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new episode of Saturday Night Late Night Exhale. Nope, it's not Exhale anymore. It's not Club Exhale. Tonight's show, it's time for some real talk, right? No more of the rah-rah and no more of the pom-poms. Today we're going to have some come to Jesus talks. We're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins and the state of the Miami Dolphins. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff about this team, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're going to have some real truths come out tonight. It's going to be a fun one, and I can't wait for everybody to be here. I can't wait to talk to everybody, and make sure you get ready, get your seatbelt on, because it's going to be one hell of a show.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
Dream
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Night Wolfpack. If you haven't heard, Club Exhale has been put off to the side for right now. We need to start having some real talk about Dolphins around here. After Monday night's abysmal performance and the gut-wrenching play call, because you knew what was coming every play, I felt that it was time that we actually had a talk. And we actually talk about this team in realistic expectations. I know some of you think that the Wolfpack is a bunch of haters. No, we're not haters. To be very, very clear, the Wolfpack are a collective group that gives credit when it's due. You perform, we give you credit. You perform, we praise you. We don't praise mediocrity. We don't praise whatever you want to call that offense that we saw on Monday night. I'll just be frank about it. Drop passes. Play calling. Yeah, play calling. Yeah, the coach is on my hot seat right now. The direction of this team, that's Chris Greer, Stephen Ross, and the powers that be. All of that we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to be dropping the link. Timeouts are in effect. If you want people to drink, because I'm going to be drinking during the show, I really need it. That's what the Miami Dolphins have done to me, right? Super chat. I'll take a shot for everybody. Seriously. Everything goes tonight. No more holding it back. No more rah-rah and pom-poms with, pumpkin spice and make it nice. None of that shit. None of that shit until we start winning again. Right? There's a lot to talk about. Oh my Lord. I just saw the offensive line grades from PFF. Some interesting things there, but how shitty we are. Really, really. And I want to be very clear about why we're having this talk and not just, me going on a rant, because that's not what it's about. I still love this team. I'm still going to go to every single game and root and scream my head off and root for this team, regardless of who's at quarterback, regardless of the plays that are being called, regardless. They already have my money. It doesn't matter. But I think it's good and healthy that we get it off our chest and talk about the things that disappoint us. Yes, we can't change what's happening with the team. We can't. I get it. But as a collective voice, maybe we can tip the scales. Maybe we can make something happen down the road, because if we're loud enough together and united about it, maybe we can make a change. Shit. I remember when Twitter was going, X, whatever you want to call it now, X was blasting Chris Greer. Everywhere I turned, it was Chris Greer hate, because he wasn't addressing the offensive line. And what did he do? He went and got Teron Armstead, right? And every single time when the community comes together, slams the table or flip the table over, whatever you call it, they sometimes make some changes. Now, today's discussion will be what those changes should be. What do you think the team needs to do? What should the team do for tomorrow? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on what tomorrow's strategy for the game should be. Offensively, it's run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. That's what we need to do, is start running the ball way more than we have. And why I say run the ball is because, right, the running the ball works, and then you just take it away and you get stalled out on passing, right? Don't overthink it, Mike. Run the ball. Don't fix what's not broken. If you think I'm afraid of their corners or their defense, no, I'm not. Run the fucking ball. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But guess what? There's no swear jar here at the TFTG, so feel free to swear all you want. I'm going to be dropping the link. In fact, I'm going to start doing it now. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I see a lot of people here. Let's see who's all here. I'm going to shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jermaine. What's up, Jermaine? John Featherland, how you doing? Chef Jew's in the house. Chef Jew, I would play your promo, but I don't have it on my profile. I need to get it. I got to get with Shake Money and find out how I can upload your promo. Otherwise, I'd play it for you. Michael K, how you doing? Hopefully nobody times you out. Timeouts are in effect. Let's see. John Featherland, Scott Jackson, how you doing? Eccentric Dolphin, I like that name. That's kind of interesting. How you doing? Nene, how you doing? FSU is losing, as expected. I hope to God Hurricanes won. My Buckeyes won. And shout out to Vanderbilt, making Alabama look like fools. And they could not stop Vanderbilt if their life depended on it. And it was like they were daring them. That was a heck of a game. Heck of a game plan and heck of executing and whatnot. Shout out to Vanderbilt. That was an exciting hit. I'm going to bring up this guy. What is up, Mr. Polk? How you doing? Crazy Dolphin. Shout out to you.
Hey, what's going on, Ali? I heard you when I was down in the chat room, and I was saying the same thing. You know, I was criticized for critiquing Tua when he made his mistakes, and if you go check, because I have receipts on different platforms, I always said that when it comes down to the Miami Dolphins, I'm going to always be neutral with the players and the staff. When we do good, okay, get your compliments. But when you do bad, I'm going to critique. But it doesn't mean that I'm a hater or a lover. It's just that's the way I look at the whole team as franchise staff and everything. So
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
In fact, I kind of think, I mean, to be frank, Mr. Polk, I kind of think that our fan base, and I'm not saying everybody, it may not be everybody in the chat, might not be anybody in the chat, but some parts of our fan base has become soft and has fear of criticism, if you know what I mean.
No,
it is okay to have constructive criticism. It is okay to critique things on how our team can be better. It is okay to say, hey, our quarterback could have done better, with reading the plays or reading the defense better. It is okay to do that. Right. Just because we critique does not mean that the quarterback is shit. Doesn't mean that it's his fault. Doesn't mean he's not going to get paid. It's just our opinion. Exactly. And I'm going to praise to the roof, when it is due, and I'm going to critique when I think it's needed, and I'm going to pound sand when I think it's needed too.
Exactly.
And right now, I think we need a little bit of critiquing and pound sanding, because right now they haven't done much for me to praise. That's the reality of it. I want to keep shouting out everybody in the chat. Raphael Courtright, I see you. Mr. Polk, I saw you. Let's see. Bulldog, what is up, Bulldog? If people don't know, Bulldog is my best friend. He goes with me to every single game. Shout out to you in the chat. Scott Jackson. Let's see who else is here. What is up, Raphael? Talking about my mustache. Yeah, I'm growing it out, man. At this point, I might not even shave it off until we make the playoffs, whenever that will be. MCJB, Rod, what is up? Kevin Lee, how you doing? Louis Medina. Heather. Hi, Ali. Finger red number 1. Why a red number 1? Let me ask that. Everybody, welcome Crypto, aka Shadur Ward. I prefer Ward more than Shadur, to be honest.
Yeah. What's up?
Ronnie
What's up, Ali? What's up?
What's up, sir?
We're gonna get them both. We're getting them both. We're gonna figure out a way. One will be the backup and one will be the starter.
Yeah. See, Hopeful, how you doing, sir? Shout out to you. I want to shout out to my Northwest Ohio guy. Darth Sith Lord 85. I like that. Darth Sith Lord. That is awesome. And I believe
Did I
that's everyone in
know
the chat. Make sure
Shador Ward would have beaten the Titans, Seattle, and Buffalo. How about that?
Yeah, that's true. I think Ward would probably beat more than half this league. But before we get into the nitty gritty, and I got John Featherland back here. I'm going to bring you up, John. How you doing, sir? How is everything? Hopefully
pretty
all is
good.
well.
I'm doing good.
My Wolfpack. I have some content I want to bring out, or some stuff I want to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thoughts on this team is it doesn't start with McDaniel. Yeah, he is part of the problem, but we have to understand where the problems are coming from and who all the players are, right?
Mm-hmm.
To start it off, let's talk about who the usual suspects are.
There you go. That's them right there.
You got Mike McDaniel. You got Stephen Ross.
Mm-hmm.
You got Chris Greer.
That's right.
You got Roger Goodell back there. And you're probably wondering why the hell I have Travis Wingfield, of all people, as one of the suspects. He's more symbolic than it is actually him, right? It is more... I think our beat writers need to get their journalistic thoughts and like true journalism and start bringing that to the table. Quit trying to act like every person we sign is some type of pumpkin spice latte with sprinkles on top. I don't want the sprinkles on top anymore. I don't want you to sprinkle sugar and a little bit of cinnamon goes down or whatever Mary Poppins shit you want to pump up on Twitter. I don't want that anymore, right? I want you to give me truths. I want you to give me facts. Praise us when we deserve it. Get me excited when we're winning. You know what I mean? Some of the questions I hear, and it's not just Travis, that goes out to all of our beat writers for the Miami Dolphins.
Beat writers are bought and paid for.
Exactly. And that's my point,
They're
Crypto.
shields.
Thank you. That is my point. They are bought and paid for. Beat writers are not people that, you know what? I have a sense of duty that I want to bring out this information for the Dolphins. No. The team gives them, incentives by running stories and stuff that they use strategically to do what?
Mm-hmm. Dropping the stuff on MSN, on Windows, on Microsoft news outlets and stuff.
This is true.
Furthering the propaganda campaign, but while we should stay in purgatory.
What does that drive? You're probably wondering. You wonder what that drives?
Right.
I've been talking about it all week, everybody. Money. It drives money. It can help you with bargaining, contracts with players, either up or down. It can drive ticket sales. It can drive a lot of different things. It's all about the money. You're probably wondering, why Ross and Roger Goodell is on there. Well, it's all about the money. Let's talk about that. Let's actually start off with Stephen Ross, right? I did some research and digging on Stephen Ross, and I just wanted to kind of set the tone regarding this at first. And let me pull it up here. So, Stephen Ross, the billionaire real estate developer, made the bulk of his fortune through his company, Related Companies, which was founded in 1972. Related has grown into one of the most prominent real estate development firms in the United States, specializing in high-end urban development and affordable housing. Here's a breakdown of how Ross has accumulated his wealth. It's important to know some of these things, so when I lay it out, you guys can see where I'm going with this, okay? Mm-hmm. And before I go over some of this stuff, the reason I'm bringing this to light is because if you really look at it, none of the moves we have made since Ross has come here have been real football moves. None of them have really panned out in the sense of making this team a competitor, right? It's been a product. That is what we are. We are a premium product or service. So let's talk about this. So Stephen Ross, Hudson Yards, one of the most notable achievements in the development of Hudson Yards is New York City, a massive mixed-use development that is considered the largest private real estate development in the United States. Hudson Yards includes office buildings, luxury residence, retail space, cultural institutions, and parks.
You know, our quarterback room is trash. I'm sorry, Ali. I just want to put that out there. We should have that on the end of this room. The quarterback room is trash. Doesn't matter who's under center. Everybody's getting destroyed.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Everybody should be thanking Javon Holland for that punch out, because we'll be sitting where Jacksonville is at.
Actually, now that I think about it, thanks for bringing that up, Crypto. I want to go on record.
The entire
and
room is trash.
I want to go. I want to go on record in saying that I was wrong. Javon Holland really was the player of the game. I was wrong when I said he wasn't. He definitely was. So shout out to Javon Holland.
Yeah.
Let's keep talking about this though, because I want to give you guys some information so we can actually have a real conversation about this. So in addition to Hudson Yards, he built a lot of affordable housing with his company, luxury and mixed use properties. He really invested. You may not know this, but he has a lot of money invested in Detroit doing the same exact thing right now, right? He went and bought in 2008. Ross purchased 50% stake in the Miami Dolphins as the NFL team from Wayne Huizenga for about $550 million. He later increased his ownership by 95%, giving him majority control. His ownership of the Dolphins and the Hard Rock Stadium has added to his wealth, particularly the value of the NFL franchise has soared over the past decade, right? So, how has he increased the value of the Miami Dolphins, right? Stadium renovations, he really invested his own money, $500 million, into upgrading the stadium. That's why we have the rafters and everything over most of the stadium.
He did it by making he did it by making a destination instead of a football team.
That is true. He did make a destination. We're gonna get to that. So in addition to stadium renovations, he leveraged the NFL's popularity and broadcast deals, raising franchise values. The overall value of the NFL franchise has soared in recent years due to the league's incredible popularity and lucrative broadcast deals, YouTube TV, DirecTV, etc. Right now we have games on Paramount, we have games on Netflix, we have games on Amazon. Who knows? We're probably going to have an Apple Plus game pretty soon. I won't be surprised, right? In addition to that, media and sponsorships. Really, he's partnered with pretty much everybody and their mother to bring sponsorships to the Miami Dolphins. In addition to that, he made diversifying revenue streams. You may wonder what that is. Well, we have the tennis courts for the U.S. Open. We have F1 racing now at our stadium. Not to mention all of the Clasico soccer games that are played in Hard Rock Stadium, which I don't know if you guys know, those ticket costs are at least $800 to $600 a piece. If you ever tried to get one when they're having Barcelona and Real Madrid play. Yeah, it's not a joke. Though people pay top premium dollar, and those are just for nosebleeders, John. Those are just nosebleeders. They're not even like, down by the field or anything, right? So imagine what the field side seats cost to talk about it a little bit more. So during this time, since 2008, he has just slightly gradually invested in the team's performance to make it better, right? How'd he do that? Right. Well, he put Chris Greer in charge. Right. He over the years he signed whatever top free agent was there. Remember when we got Sue and we thought we were going to be hot shit back then, right? Yeah. It didn't pan out. We overpaid for Sue, and it didn't really make the team better. Who was the big time? We got multiple big time receivers when we had Ryan Tannehill, right? We had Brandon Marshall at some point. I thought we were going to be hot shit then.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who was the guy from Pittsburgh that we got that we thought was going to be amazing? You guys remember him? I think his name.
Talking about Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace.
Yeah, Mike Wallace.
That is correct. What's up, True Fin fan? Welcome to the show.
What's up, fellas?
What did you say?
Up?
Said, what's up, fellas? How you doing?
Oh, I thought you said something else, man. I'm sorry.
No.
I thought you said something else. I was like, what did you just tell me? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
No, man. It's not good.
No worries. So you think about those moves we made, right? We signed all these free agents and everything. What has it amount to? What it has amount to, I'll tell you. 4 playoff appearances and no wins. 0-4 in the playoffs. That's what it's amounted to.
Yeah, nothing. It's
Nothing.
amounted to nothing.
So let's keep talking about it, right? So you also look at how we tried to diversify globally. That's how the NFL gets involved. The NFL is driven by expansion. Now we haven't expanded since 2002, right? I think 2002 was the last team we brought in, which I think was the Houston Texans, right? So now it's about, what streaming services can we broadcast our content on and get the most coverage? What country can we have a game in to get more people globally invested in the NFL? And if you don't believe me when I say this, and I'm gonna tell you, you can take this to the bank. In the next year or two, don't be surprised if you see a Super Bowl or even a playoff game or a game played in Dubai. It's happening. They're already talking about.
It's going to happen. Yeah,
it's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
So what is that doing for us fans? Taking home games away, right?
I have a radical proposal.
Games, and guess what? One of our home games we don't get. We have to go across the world just to see it, right? Look what Ross did this year with the team. He increased season ticket holder tickets 3 times fold. I know people that were paying $1,200 that are now paying $3,000 for their season tickets.
Yeah.
I was one of them. I just didn't go into it. Yeah.
So why you're doing this?
What up, fellas?
What up, Pete? Let me just land real, Pete, and I'll let you.
Pete.
I'm catching up. I'm catching up to what you got going on. Go ahead, Ali.
So what I'm saying is, all these moves that Ross have made to increase his value. And what does that equate to? Profit margin. The profit margin that he can sell portions of his team now is straight profit. He's just finalizing, or has finalized, I believe, a 10% deal that's going to pay him the amount he has invested out of his own pocket. So guess what? When he does go to sell the team, it's straight profit margin. He's already made his money back, and he keeps, filling his pockets. Well, guess what? Everybody talks about Mike McDaniel with a wheelbarrow carrying his nuts around that he no longer has. Well, that's because Ross has them, and he's wheelbarrowing brink trucks left and right. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins is no longer a football team. It's a freaking streaming service that we're believe that it's gold that we have to have, right? And the content is mediocre
at best.
At best.
Yeah.
So the gist of what I'm getting, Ali, is that we're talking about teams going globally.
We're talking about.
No, Pete, wait till you hear my plan for global expansion.
We're talking about.
It's a barn burner.
We're talking about the football team, not being
we're talking about
a football team.
We're talking about how Ross isn't a football owner in the sense of, I'm going to make moves to make the team better first.
Oh, he absolutely is.
He's about business first, Dolphins second. That's the issue. That's the issue. And when I talk about I want a football family, I'm sorry, villain, I didn't see you back there. Bring you up. When I talk about I want a football family or a football-minded owner to come and purchase our team, I'm talking about the families that make football first and the business second.
Like the Robbies?
Right?
Yes.
Like the Rooneys or the Hunts of the family, or many of these other families that have been in this business for decades and generations. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know, if I'm a businessman and I own this team, I get it. You want to make all this money, you're a business guy. I get it. But I love this team. I want someone that loves this team to own it and actually make the football better first and build this team and its wealth from the inside out, not from the outside in.
Yeah, but Ali, you know why I think it's a little crazy for people to think that Stephen Ross doesn't love football? Because let's just say he would have came in to buy.
Money.
No, he didn't just buy this for the money. Because if he would have bought this for the money, he would have not made all these upgrades and paid for all these players. He would have just stayed cheap and waited for the investment to go up, because regardless, the price would have gone up, whether he fixed the stadium and did all this or not. The price of it would have gone up regardless. Him investing all this money out of his own pocket. This is out of his pocket. I understand. It is for business. It is to make things be more expensive, but you do not pull these moves if you don't believe in what you're investing in. He did not only upgrade the stadium, he also invested heavily on athletes. I understand if he only invested in the stadium and gave us a crappy product on the field, but Stephen Ross has gone out of the way, and in my opinion, he's one of the best owners in the entire NFL. Based on that standpoint alone, you brought in talent. You brought in heavily paid talent, right? To the best of his ability, whether he's smart about it or not.
The biggest con artist of all those.
Thank you, Crypto.
Talented players, and he paid for them, and he also upgraded the stadium. There's nobody better than Mr. Ross.
Let's say you're right.
Hold on, John.
The smartest on getting the right talent.
Well, here's.
Are you saying that?
Let me address Pete real quick. Let me address Pete real quick, because this might answer some questions. First of all, Pete, you're right. He did invest in our stadium, but does that stadium really make the team perform better on the field? No, it doesn't. Right? Nope. Does it make it more expensive for fans to come to the stadium? Every time he makes some of these investments, our prices go up. So yes,
of course, you got to take it out of our pockets.
So they take it out of our pockets. They take it away from our team, right? And here's the reason I know he's not a Miami Dolphin first. You know how I know? Because if he really was, when it came down to bringing Jim Harbaugh here, he would have done it. He would have paid the money to release Harbaugh from his contract, and he'd be a Miami Dolphins head coach right now. That's how I know. That's how I know. And if you don't think, and if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Stephen Ross is heavily invested in the University of Michigan, right?
Yeah, he's an alumni.
A lot of his money, he invests money, hundreds and millions of dollars into not just the University of Michigan, but Michigan in general. He's rebuilding half of Detroit right now, right? And he would have had the chance. He had the chance to bring Jim Harbaugh here. All he had to do was pay the release, which was only $7 million.
Ali, was it Stephen Ross that crapped the bed with 5 games remaining and 3 games lead in the division?
Absolutely, he did. It was his performance? It was him all alone.
Because all I know is his investment is what had us 5 games remaining, 3-game lead, and his ambitions of a home playoff game.
And likewise, it was his investment that crapped the bed.
It wasn't him.
A bad underperforming stock portfolio needs to be revamped.
Ali, when you're
that's what a real investor does.
When you're sitting in that stadium, Ali,
he is trying to blow.
and you're laughing at the Patriot fans that are in the sun across the stadium. Stephen Ross thought about you dearly for that. Okay.
Oh, Pete, I'm
Okay,
sorry. You bad.
but I would
A
rather.
bad performing stock needs to get rid of.
Fact.
Pete?
I used to sit on the other side in that sun entire games without the roof, right? And all I wanted was my team to win.
Yeah, exactly.
All I wanted was my team to win. I could give two shits about the roof. I want my team to fucking win.
Yeah, I don't care about no damn roof.
51
years. 51 years and counting.
It's also Ross that
Yeah, that roof is a distraction.
and everybody else.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Nene,
I know what Pete going with
and they
this.
can time somebody out.
I know
And
what
I'm,
Pete going.
I'm not trying to
I
sound
don't
mean.
Pete,
when I said
but I
that.
know what Pete trying to say.
If anybody would like to time out anybody, all you have to do is donate. So, and if you look, it's 1, 2, 5, or 10 equals minutes off. So, yeah.
$1 per minute, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Ollie.
Somebody time out Stephen Ross.
Yeah. And let's don't even get me started with Roger.
I'm sorry.
Goodell.
Mic check. Can you hear me, Ali?
I can hear you, Pete. I can hear
Yes.
you.
Okay, I'm back. I didn't hear what you guys responded to. I had to answer that call. I'm sorry.
Basically, what's happened is Stephen Ross has adapted the NFL's philosophy. NFL's philosophy is driving expansion. Expand, expand, expand. Oh, we want to expand teams. We want to expand locations. Oh, we want service, premium product, premium services, premium content. Pay here, pay that, pay this. It used to be free to go to the NFL draft. Now you have to pay for it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want money, exposure. Oh, you want to hear Travis Wingfield in the stadium? You got to pay for it now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, just to hear him in the stadium?
I'm really just making that up. That was pulling that out of my ass. But
damn.
I'm giving examples. I wouldn't be
Caught me on
surprised.
that one.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Right? That is my issue. It has now come about. How can I make money off of this? How can I stretch that dollar in every
Stephen Ross gave us the cheetah, Ali. We gotta be more appreciative. I understand that the season isn't going in the favor we anticipated, but can we at least come to realization that we're missing one of the most, if not the best player in the AFC? We've been missing out on the best player in the AFC this entire season. And you know what? It's hard to make up. It's hard to make up.
Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill ain't missed no games.
I'm sorry. Maybe he's underappreciated, like I said. Raheem Mostert, Ali. Raheem Mostert is Mr. Touchdown. He's more important than Tyreek Hill's little 7-8 touchdowns. Compare that.
Are you really saying that Mostert is one of the best players in the AFC?
Yes, that's what Peter's saying because he said it on his podcast.
Mostert is the best running back in the entire AFC conference. Yes, he is. And he's only second to Christian McCaffrey in the entire NFL. Numbers don't lie. Like Crypto says, numbers don't lie, but liars go figure. How you like that?
I'm glad that you brought up the running backs. You know what? You know where I want to take this? We're gonna throw a little twist in this. You know what I'm pissed off about the running backs? The fucking offensive line. Let's talk about the offensive line right now. PFF grades are out. I mean, take this for a grain of salt, but I know what Color said on his show. Oh, the pressure percentage is still low, blah, 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 blah. Let's be real. They fucking suck, bro.
They suck. They're not an offensive line. They're an offensive line.
We got Huntley taking blindside sacks because our right tackles can't do anything, right? You know what they're ranked right now? They're ranked 21st in the league. And you know what? You know why I think PFF grades are also bogus? Because they have another team who's much better than us. The Buffalo Bills offensive line has a lower ranking than we do. They're at 22nd. How are they 22nd, but we're 21st? Because we've been shit. We've been horrible.
Damn, Bills are 21st now? 22nd?
22nd in the
I
league.
didn't realize the Bills was...
How are we ranked ahead of them? I have no idea.
Shout out to Eichenberg, man. He's a stud.
That's what happens when you have a Josh Allen, Ali. Josh Allen could avoid pressure. He could run from certain sacks.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, we let Connor Williams walk for $8 million. How's
that was
feel?
a bad move. Horrible move.
Yes, it was.
That was a horrible move.
Wrong. I like the Patrick Paul move because I do think he can be a good, tackle in this league and be a starter full time, right? But that's the move for the future, not for the now.
Yeah,
it would make sense if you invested in free agency and did that move. I get it, but who did you bring in? Somebody that's no longer on the team. How many free agents are we going to sign or trade for only to let them go at the end of offseason?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many total free agents we signed this year. I lost
That's
track.
the quarterback's fault, bro. Ali, to be honest,
it's been a
with you, that's
while.
the
Man.
quarterback's
It's
fault.
been a while because
Nobody wants to stay
when we
here
got
when
rid
they
of
deal
Van
with
Noy.
Anybody remember
I
that
was-
number, man?
I was
I'm just-
shocked. How do you get rid of Van Noy? I never. He's been doing that for a while.
They come in, they look, evaluate the locker, they evaluate the players, they see how everybody's acting, and they're like, you know what? I don't like this soft stuff. They don't like it. Tua has destroyed us. He's been poisonous. He's the poison ivy. Don't touch it.
Damn,
We should have
the
been
poison
staying
ivy,
away
damn.
from the longest. Yes.
Let's talk.
Damn, that's brutal.
Talk about a position of
Poison
need.
ivy?
Hold on. Nene just reminded me. Talk about a position of need that we're in need dire right now because
What kind of
one
lotion did I need?
the players is out on IR now. All right, Jalen Phillips. How would you like to have AVG in the building right now?
Oh yeah.
Right? Exactly. I was just about to say that.
right now.
We didn't even offer him whatever low ball offer you wanted to offer him.
You see, that one right there just got my blood pressure going, Ali.
And he's
You
out
know
there
what?
balling
You know what?
for Flores.
I blame the
who
two in ears.
fault
I blame
You know
the
who
two in ears
fault
for
this is?
AVG
This
being
is a
gone, bro.
Chris Greer fault. That's whose fault it is. All of these moves
AVG.
and ideas and thoughts
Damn.
that affect our team are because of Chris Greer. Because Ross is in his ear saying, "Hey man, I need buckets in the seats. I want to rank. I want to bring in the Brinks truck times 100. That's what I want."
Ali, do you
And that's
remember
why
that
we go
game?
get the Ramses, the Tyreek Hills. That's why we get the Sue or whatever God named number one free agent that's going to be next year after year after year after year, and it's going to amount to nothing.
What game was that last year, late in the season, when the broadcast came out and they showed Stephen Ross hugging Andrew Van Ginkel after that win, and they started talking about Andrew Van Ginkel and Stephen Ross are going to come up with a contract. It was late last season after a victory, probably
That
like
is
week
called-
11.
Bro, that is called
The Commanders game.
that is called
We got that
Charlotte.
pick six.
Those
Oh,
are
It's the pick six game.
Those are Charlotte
Commanders game.
by your ownership. Basically, what that means is they're going to sell you gold, but it's really shit. That's exactly what they did. It sold you the idea.
Exactly. It's called you
And
ranking.
they didn't
Fake
sign him.
gold.
They didn't offer anything to him. They let him walk. And guess what team is rocking and rolling in the NFC right now?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. So Pete, stop trying to say Ross, because Ross Greer going down the line.
Meanwhile,
Ross is only listening to his
Stop-
football mind.
Pete, stop getting Ross to escape, man. Come on. Because
He does. He's the best owner in the NFL. He's the
Pete, I
best.
don't care.
He
I
even
don't
went
care,
out of
Pete.
his way and
He
tried
is
to get
part,
her.
Ross is part of the problem. Because Ross is not doing nothing with Greer. He's part of the problem.
apologize, Pete. You've been
Yeah, he'll sell
timed
a
out
team, Mr.
for
Paul.
5 minutes. I'm putting in a timer right now. When my timer goes off, I'll bring you back
Oh,
up.
somebody got Pete?
Nene with the super chat. She says, "Okay, Pete, just sit one out for a second. So you get 5 minutes. I'm sorry, Pete.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
They got him.
Oh, the
Ollie,
timeout.
Ollie, can
Effect.
I make one comment?
The timer. What's up?
Can I make one comment?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's recognize Nene down in the chat, because Nene was explaining the same thing to me, and we're having me and her had a discussion about it. Nene, you are right, my sister. You real deal. You know your football.
Yeah.
So, let's go
Ross
ahead.
is a horrible owner because he's building the team outside in. That is the problem. And when I say outside in, look at all the renovations they do on the outside. Really? right? With all the flashy
Should be inside
stuff and all
out,
that.
right.
Meanwhile, I have friends that are, season ticket holders of shitty teams, and they get this immaculate kit every year. It's called a season ticket holder gift with magnets, stickers to give the kids, maybe a T-shirt or a flag to wave at the game or a towel. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, my people just send me a postcard saying, "Hey, spend more money."
It's kind of like Trump. He builds buildings and golf courses.
Leave that out. Hold up, John. It's not bring politics in there.
I appreciate you, but let's leave the politics aside. I don't want to bring up politics to this discussion.
No,
okay?
I know.
I don't want to get flagged by YouTube.
You talking about real estate stuff, John?
You're talking about real estate?
No, what I was saying was he's built real estate. Then he bought an airplane. He bought an airline, and it went under.
I get what you're saying.
As far as spreading yourself thin out.
Businesses are not going under,
John.
Making more money. He's just leveraging more money is basically what he's doing. Listen. Look at all of the. I wanted to say this real quick. They had the audacity to send me a postcard, right, from Buffalo, New York. I got it the week of the Buffalo game. It came from Buffalo, New York, not even from Miami, right?
What's Michael K at?
And that postcard said, "Hey, spend more money." Listen, Miami Dolphins, if you're listening, because I know you are, I'd be glad to spend more money if my quarterback could play more than 5 games at a time.
Yeah, that's a great point right there.
This gentleman I'm bringing up right now, I love this gentleman. He and I may not agree, but I will fight in a battle or war when it comes down to it next to this person, because I always trust him and I trust what he has to say. What is up, Lewis? How you doing, sir?
What's up, Lou?
What's up, Lewis?
TNN.
Lewis is muted. I don't know if he was ready to come up here.
Yeah, he's still on mute.
You're on mute, Lewis. Anyway, he probably had to come back.
So what's the plan? So what's the plan moving forward? That's like we're all of us can come in agreement with that. We're done with this as it is right now. What's the best plan moving forward? Realistically,
Well, Mike has to learn how to adapt and change his play calling for one thing, because he's still doing the same thing and it's not working.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lewis.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
I hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you now.
We got you.
I couldn't hear anybody before. What's going on? How you guys doing?
Yeah, we hear you.
So we're talking about the team. I have dissatisfaction with Ross. I think he's a horrible owner. I have faith that we'll win. I'm still gonna root for the hell for my team and all that,
of course,
and scream my head off at every game and whatnot, and still go to the games or whatever. But I'm just gonna be frank with you guys. I'm not very happy with the direction this team is going. I need to see better play calling. I need to see better execution. And I do need to see more team investments rather than, hey, what premium service are you going to start charging for us now in the stadium? I don't want that. I want more.
Listen, again, everybody has their opinion, and that's fair. For me, I don't listen. Ross has tried to win on the field and off the field, and he's winning off the field. The problem is the product he tries to present on the field ain't winning. But I don't blame him for that. Listen, at the end of the day, what you want from this is my argument for certain people, right? When the general manager, I don't blame the general manager for interceptions thrown or tackles lost or missed blocks. I don't blame the general manager for that. Just like I don't blame the owner for interceptions or missed blocks or missed tackles as well. The fact of the matter is this owner is willing to spend the money. And
yep, that is true.
That's what you want from owners, because owners in Cincinnati for years, people are like, well, he doesn't like to play, and they've lost good players. Look at what the situation they're in with Jamar Chase now. In Miami,
Pete, your timeout is over, Pete. You can come back if you want. Go ahead.
We don't have those problems in Miami, but the owner is willing to cut the checks, and really that's his job. So I don't blame the owner for everything that's going on. I blame him for putting people in place that are not football guys. And I've been saying, and I think people are starting to catch on now. Because the fact of the matter is, we could cry about Chris Greer all you want. Brandon Shore is no better, and he's going to be your next general manager. For these people that think that you're going to go outside and you're
I got you. Like 1 second.
Like a Lewis Riddick, or you're going to go get someone like that. It's
nah,
not
the guy that
happening.
I want is Ray Agnew from the Detroit Lions, who's the assistant general manager.
Right, but it's not about
That's
who
what
we
I
want.
want.
But it's not about who we want. It's about who Ross feels comfortable with. And Brandon Shore is going to be your next guy.
Hey, Lewis, I appreciate you, but someone in the chat just timed you out. It was Nene for $5. But I just wanted to ask you a quick question, real quick.
Nene's giving the $5.
Nene got everybody.
She has it out for everybody. I'm probably next. Who knows? Lewis, before you go, you said that you blame Ross for not bringing in football people, right? That's what you said?
Right. Yep.
Okay. I agree with that sentiment too. That's another issue that I have. That kind of goes with that whole, I want football people, football families to be in charge of this team. So that's where I'm at. Lewis, I got to throw you in the back for 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Pete is back.
Don't apologize to that guy. Next time, don't even let them finish their take. They get paid. They get immediately cut off, kicked out, put to the back, served that time out. Immediately.
Well, you know,
but
Pete,
it's sad that I had to say that at the same time.
I know why you're saying that, but I'm going to say that. I'm going to say this with Lewis in the back so he knows. You know what, Pete? When you have your show and you're on your channel, you can do it your way. This is my show, so it's my way or the highway. So, anyways, let's get
next time, Ali. Don't say sorry.
Come on, Pete. Hey, Pete, you a gatekeeper on your show just a little while ago, bro.
Oh, yeah, gatekeeping.com.
People doing all the gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping.com. We only want smart panels.
Coming up there with stats.
Smart.
El Cap is saying Pete is 100% correct. That's what El Cap is saying right now. In the chat.
Oh, damn.
All right.
El Cap's in the chat.
You guys have any faith that we're gonna win in New England? Any at all?
Somebody time out Chris Greer.
You guys got me riled up earlier with those bad takes, Ali, but I did want to come in with this and just allow me to have 20 seconds, please.
Okay. All right.
I have never been so excited as a Dolphin fan, fellas, and I mean this with everything I love. I am so looking forward to tomorrow. I'm not excited at the quarterback position, but I honestly am looking forward for a little bit of an upgrade in Tyler Huntley. But here's my thing. Tomorrow, to me, it's an automatic dub. What we have coming in the building tomorrow, Ali, I think is going to open up our offense exactly what we've been missing all year.
I hope you're right,
Odell
man. What
Beckham
tells us that
Odell Beckham is going to open us up. No more drop passes. And when we do have drop passes, it's not going to hurt us because Odell Beckham is here to save those drop passes on third down. He is changing this offense for the good. And I really feel it. And it's only going to get better after the bye week. I think he's going to have, Ali, I'm being honest with you. I think Odell Beckham tomorrow is going to have 3 catches for like 29 yards. No, 3 catches, 29 yards. No, 3 catches, 29 yards. And he's going to score a crucial touchdown. And he's going to, that touchdown that he catches for 13 yards, I think that's going to be the difference maker in tomorrow's game.
Hey, can I say something
and
after
he's going to knock the rust off, Ali.
Can I say something after Pete?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all I'm saying is I hear what Pete is saying, but you're playing the hope game, in my opinion. My thing is I go for the facts. What has shown us in the first 4 games, especially the last 2, that we could go in New England as bad as they are and not be worse or the same thing. It's still the same quarterback. It's still the same head coach calling the plays. And you could bring the Giants Odell Beckham, and he's not going to make a difference, in my opinion. And to think that you could bank on a guy who's injury prone himself, and
y'all coming out of like this dark closet. I can't take this, Ali. I cannot take this negativity.
Let me finish my thought. I let you talk. I didn't interrupt, my brother. So I go for what we've seen in the last couple of games. To think that all of a sudden we're going to turn on a switch and score 27 points, 24 points, when we haven't done it 4 games here and the last 7 games of last year or 5, whatever it is, I think it's far-fetched, bro.
Yeah. They would have to show me that they could do it before I
That'd be
could
a
believe it.
dramatic improvement, turnaround.
There's too much sugar coat.
This is how I know y'all not being real with me right now.
Yeah, Mr. Falk,
Let me
you're
ask
right.
you a
There's
question,
lot.
Ali. Let me ask you a question, Ali.
A lot of candy canes and rainbows.
If you're the quarterback of our team
Exactly,
right now,
bro.
Ali, it's right before halftime, 0 seconds on the clock. You need to throw a Hail Mary. Who are you throwing into first? Odell Beckham or Braxton Berrios?
If I was the GM, bro, Braxton Berrios is not on this team, bro. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It's an automatic.
As of right now, Berrios is better. Berrios is better than
That's
Odell
it, bro.
Beckham.
Odell
Beckham
Beckham
is
at number
almost
3.
injury-prone
And
as
Ali,
tour
don't
right
let
now.
these guys confuse
Like,
you, bro.
to bank on him is crazy.
We literally have our number 1 and number 1 AB A1. You see what I'm saying? So Odell just needs to be number 3. And there's nobody number 3 better than Odell.
Pete, who's throwing him the ball? Who's throwing him the ball? Who do we got behind center?
Is this guy Grant
you
DeBoose?
think it's
Ali,
Tom Brady?
Ali, is this guy as bad as Grant DeBoose?
What?
Huh?
Exactly. Odell Beckham is better than Grant DeBoose.
Oh,
Brand DeBose is what you're saying.
DeBose. You're talking about DeBose.
I
don't know. I'm not sure about that, Pete. I never seen Odell this season. Odell might not be better than Forrest Gump.
We signed him and he's been hurt the first 4 games. Like you're counting on a guy that's just coming.
I don't know who Odell is at this point.
You don't know if he's any faster than he was last year, do you?
We only need him to get ramped up and be effective by week 9 versus Buffalo. By the time we get to Buffalo, he's already in sync. He knocks the rust off tomorrow. He gets the bye week. He starts getting in sync with Skyler. He comes back. We beat the Colts and the Cardinals. This offense is gelling by week 9 Buffalo. Mark my words, I'm putting all my money on the line that we're beating Buffalo. I'm sorry to tell you.
Dude walking around Miami.
This is what I get timed up for, to listen to this bullshit right here. We got some fucking idiots in this goddamn chat. I just want you to know that. We got a bunch of goddamn fools.
I can't see
Goddamn, Lewis.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
We got rainbows and sunshine, Lewis.
Negativity, I'm out of here, bro.
Get the fuck on then. If I'm getting timed up for this bullshit right here, then get the fuck out. What are we doing here?
Well, get out of here. I can't take it no more.
God damn.
Pete, tonight's not your night, Pete.
I can't. I don't understand the negativity.
This is crazy.
It's not negativity, Pete. It's called being realistic, my brother, and you're not being realistic right now.
I'm being real, bro. That's the realest I can get. And it makes no sense.
Hold on. If we can't get the ball to Tyreek or Waddle, how the hell do you think we're going to get it to OBJ?
He's going to open those guys up.
Say it again, Ali.
He opens those guys up. Let that guy. Ali, 3 catches, 29 yards.
Run the ball.
Run the ball, baby. That's right. Run it. Run the ball.
3 catches, 29 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 first downs. That's clutch, bro.
Quarterback.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, that enough to give you an average field position at 50-yard line. There you go.
Ali, I think you're right, but the only problem is I don't think McDaniel can do that.
He can't.
He's not
You're right.
capable
Absolutely
of doing
right.
it.
And that's what my fear is. That's the one thing, to be honest, and I'll be frank, parts of me think that the only reason we have lost the games isn't because we don't have the talent. It's because Mike too much. That's what
right. I agree with you, Ali, 100%. 100% agree with you on that one.
And that's my issue. He doesn't make the calls when he should. He overthinks it and skips over his own plays. That's the problem. And that's where, like I said, it goes back to, if we really were contenders, we would have Jim Harbaugh as our coach right now. And that's why
Odell is about to turn this thing up.
That will be on Stephen Ross.
He's playing Madden on his computer.
Ross is not team
at the real field. And that's what's happening.
He's nothing more than a cute little play designer that every once in a while the coach will say, yeah, give me that. But sit back there for a little bit. I'll put that in my playbook. Yeah, all right, go sit down. He's not a leader of men. He's not a head coach. He's predictable. We all know. Everybody here on this panel, we could all agree on one thing. We see it as fans. If we see it as fans, we know where the ball is going, what he's going to do. Imagine what defensive coordinators who get paid millions of dollars to watch film and prepare against us. They don't have to worry about
and
much.
That's why I'm in love with Odell Beckham coming. You guys are not paying attention to how much he's going to change this offense.
That, my brother.
We'll make this panel
you know,
great
I
again.
don't like it. I can't believe. I can't believe you guys are not taking injuries into effect. That's the reason why our offense has been handcuffed.
And how many players on this team have been more injured than Odell Beckham? How many players have been more injured than Odell Beckham? Tua, maybe?
Not anymore. He's back. Not anymore.
Oh my God, he didn't start the first 4 games because he was injured, Pete. And that's what you're banking on.
Yeah, hold it down from 1 second. I'll be right back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hold
That's
up,
crazy
hold up.
to me
Stop.
to say. That's like me saying, hey, Tua's going to come back and he's going to play a full season this year and next year. It's not reality.
Stop.
You get what I'm saying?
No one comes back at 100% anyway, so why is he relying on Odell?
Looks like y'all ran Pete off. Y'all ran him off. You scared him away.
Who?
Odell Beckham sucks.
Pete, he's gone.
Pete has left the building.
Run away.
Hey,
y'all ran
Ran
away.
him up out of there.
I like Odell Jr. I do think he's a better third wide receiver option than we've ever had in the past seasons, in my opinion. But the problem is, if we don't have a quarterback that can get him the ball, it doesn't help.
That's my point. That's right.
And Lewis is here to make the panel great again. How's it going, Lewis?
You damn right. I'm the only.
I'll go after Lewis. Fins up, everyone.
I'm the last
I don't know.
savior on this goddamn panel.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Lou. As soon as I popped up
I
on
don't know
screen,
about
Pete
all
went
that.
running. That's all I know. As soon as I came up on this screen, Pete ran out of here so fast like he owed me money or something.
But my presence is the reason the ratings is high to begin with.
Shot
Goddamn it.
fired. I repeat, shot fired.
Well, actually, he owe Lewis money.
The simple he already took care of that bet. The simple fact of the matter is, if Pete doesn't have anyone to talk about Tua with, he has nothing to say. He's a fucking idiot. That's what it is. If Tua's name not coming out of Pete's mouth, he don't know how to talk football.
So you're saying he knows about Tua?
Well, again, listen, he was right.
Damn.
Tua's ass. Now, what does that mean? Like, I don't understand
Pete was right?
why everybody. Well, again, if you want to call him your Nostradamus, I get it. I mean, I'm just saying for the.
Oh, he's Nostradamus, Cap. You can't elaborate on that, Cap.
See, the Miami Dolphins are forcing me to take a drink.
Enjoy that drink. I'm drinking one with you.
I thought we were doing donations for
Cheers,
shots.
brother.
I literally got the crown next to me and everything,
No,
bro.
we're
I was
doing donations for shots
Yeah,
or
you
time
still got to take a shot for all the timeouts.
who donates. Nene's been timing everybody out, so watch out.
Right, Nene's timed out, so you got to take 3
Nene
shots.
is not having it today. She's a
Nene
weapon.
ain't timing
Time
me
out
out,
your ass.
bro.
Can
Nene ain't timing me out.
I just say something real quick, though, to the people that say Mike McDaniel now is not a leader of men? This is such a weak argument, right? Because the simple fact is, how could I come out and remember when Brian Flores was the coach? And everybody said Brian Flores wasn't this, he wasn't that, he wasn't that. And there was one person in the community, which is me, by the way, that I used to come out and say, I don't give a damn what Brian Flores does to any of these players, because nobody should be able to motivate a guy, right? Like, you either got it or you don't. You're either one of those guys if you don't, right? And now we're doing the same thing with Mike McDaniel. He's supposed to, so not only is he supposed to coach the team, but he's supposed to be like a motivator too and get these guys ready to play. How about the simple fact of Mike McDaniel, the whole offseason was preaching 24, 24, 24, ending meetings in 24. The guys used to eat lunch at 24, right? That was a reminder. So now Mike McDaniel.
I thought that was some of the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Exactly, Cap. It was dumb, right? But it was dumb, Cap. But the simple fact is he was trying to put the point in that we haven't won shit in 24 years. So now on Sundays, he has to get you ready to.
24 years, 2024, whatever.
Does Mike McDaniel have to tuck a player in the bed too? Does he have to tell him to go take a shower if he's practicing too hard and he stinks in the facility?
He probably does. He probably does.
Oh, no, listen, first of all, Mike McDaniel doesn't do the other, like, take no talent type of thing. That's not the mantra. Being tough isn't the mantra. The mantra is slogans. Is it cold enough? I wish it was hotter. I wish it was colder. Big nuts McD.
Forget about the slogans. what I'm trying to say is, this is why I think the fan base, when we just talk, we like to talk. We don't hear what people are saying. Because I thought Jalen Ramsey was the guy that was supposed to come in here and motivate everybody and bring that toughness. I thought Calais Campbell was supposed to be the one to come in here and bring that mindset of a toughness and bring the man of the year and all this shit. Right? Jordan Poyers of the world. I thought that. So what happened to them? See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all want to blame the people with the pens and cutting the checks. But y'all guys don't want to blame the people that's on in between those white lines playing the game of football. Yeah, that's the people y'all don't want to, what's it called? Y'all don't want to put blame on.
God damn,
So
son.
let me ask you, you don't see a problem at all with Mike McDaniel's coaching style or his play calling? Like, do you or no? I'm asking like a legit question.
Okay, I got a 5-minute timer going for you.
Who's talking? What?
I thought a question was asked, wasn't it?
Yeah. My question
my
question, Ali, was to the gentleman that's talking. I'm sorry, bro. I can't see that.
I'll go after him.
So you don't see a problem with? Do you see a problem at all with Mike McDaniel's, or are you?
Yes, I do have an issue with Mike McDaniel's. Is he's too stubborn to move away from his game plan when it's not working? Here's the reality.
No plan B. No in-game adjustments.
That's the issue right there. No game adjustments. And just like how Monday night, right? I was at the game. I was in the tailgate, and it's 4 hours before the game. And what did the Miami Dolphins have to do? They had to make an announcement that they're not changing their game plan. Why did you have to make that announcement?
Yeah, that was
Why did you have to put that out? You know why? Because I think they don't want to change anything. So when Tua comes back, it's much easier just to transition right back into Tua. They're using games as practice rather than taking it serious.
Yeah.
Let Ollie cook tonight. Let him cook tonight, fellas.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you said, Ali. And not only that, but I'm gonna go a step further and say I just believe that he just is not capable of having any in-game adjustments.
And maybe that's what it is too. That's what I've been saying. Low. That's the reality.
Yeah.
Here's my point. You have a capable play caller. Granted, he made the worst mistake in Super Bowl history, in my opinion. You have a capable play caller in Bevel, right? Use him. Put him to good use. When it's not working under you, give him the reins to do something. Because at least it will be different. At least it's something different. We can see what happens. And if it doesn't work, go back to what you know.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Ali, this is why I think you got to clean house. Because once again, right? I look at the problem with me is, and this is the problem with me why McDaniel won't last. The problem would be why McDaniel, because I've been here with Jimmy, I've been here with Shula, right? I saw Keith Sims, right? I saw Dwight, the best center in the league, by the way.
Yeah.
So, Steven,
I remember watching.
I saw them.
You got 2 minutes.
See, before I saw Mark Dixon and Brandon Albert, I saw Mark. I saw these guys, bro, and so I know even if you do what Ali says, you have to have those trenches built, bro. Yeah. Even if you do what Ali says, and to the T. If you do what Ali says to the T, you cannot run it as it is because the trenches is shit sack. The trenches cannot sustain nothing. It cannot push it cannot pancake anyone. It cannot do anything. So if you make it and you dumb it down, all you will do is get blown out 0. All you will do is get blown out 0-0. That's all you will do. So what you have to do really is why I say, why did you get an injured quarterback and you not build a wall around him? And this is why you had the picks in front of you to go and get Tristan Wirfs, Penei Sewell, and Cesar Ruiz. We wouldn't be worrying about if A-Chain needs a hole. We wouldn't be worrying about if Mostert is coming back and needs a hole to run through.
I'm sorry, man.
True.
$5. I got 3 in the bag.
The reason why we don't get an old line is because we get the ball out quick. We get the ball out 5 seconds.
Oh man, he was playing his classic
said
hit,
that,
his
Grady.
number one hit. Tristan Shrew.
He's playing his number one hits. Yeah.
I got a
Hey,
question.
He was
Tristan
doing
Williams
what
and
Pete does with
Tristan
Skyler. He's playing his
I-
number one hits, man.
And you know what? El Cap back.
Yo.
El Cap.
That shit is so funny
Hey.
because I was thinking the same shit. Oh, here goes Sharif getting ready to wind up. Cesar Ruiz. You know, that he was going to start talking about all these fucking
Christian
draft
Williams.
picks he had on the top of
Nice
the draft
well.
board over the last 3 years.
Hold on, El Cap. He ain't wrong though. We
He's
have
not
not.
wrong,
You gotta pay.
but I can't look back at what should have
7-year
happened
plan, man.
with a
Hey,
missed
hey,
draft pick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like,
Hey, by the way, El Capitan.
No cap. It was the 7-year
listen.
plan.
yeah.
I just want El Capitan to know that he missed one of Mike McDaniel's greatest slogans. So from now on, Smoke Lounge and Drive Time will be starting at 7:24.
Listen, it is the dumbest shit I've ever
Damn.
heard. Like I get it, right? Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Hey, when did you guys stop believing in McDaniels? Because for me, it was from the phone conversation with two on the airplane. I'm one of the first.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
one
what I
of
was
the
about to
first
say.
that came on and I
The
was like,
30,000 foot
that-
propaganda
that flight-
campaign started at that point.
That flight
That's what I
over,
call.
was done with
That's
him.
what I call the 30,000 foot propaganda campaign. That's when it started.
for sure. For
He
sure.
said 30,000 feet cruising along, and that's when
I
it started.
I missed a super chat. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
Nene said something.
your
right?
hat. No, your hat has been timed
No.
out.
I think that was the one I got timed out for.
No.
but
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
turned to Nene.
El Cap hat got
that
timed
one.
out.
yeah, if you go to the start,
That's a
I'm
good
wearing
one,
the
Joe.
hat, dog. You'll have to time the hat out again. I already sat out 5 minutes. If you want this hat
That's a
off,
good one, Joe.
you know,
Oh, man.
to me, I'm not off Mike McDaniel yet. Personally, I think I'm not off Mike McDaniel yet because the Dolphins aren't, and they're not off Tua. Here's what I wonder, right? With Tua, obviously he can't do it without Tua.
Sure, they
but
not
with-
off McDaniel and Tua.
I mean, the Dolphins aren't. The Dolphins aren't. If y'all think that that's the
I
case,
wonder if I should ask the Dolphins for 5-game refund as a season ticket holder because the star can't be, can't if his life depended on it, can't be there for 5 games a season.
Listen,
bro, you guys forget what you're dealing with this Miami
Refund.
Dolphins organization, media team, as well as Miami Dolphins fans by and large on the internet. It's the propaganda machine that they just, I mean, it's insane. It's like they've got like 10,000 Russian bots just building memes of bullshit for this organization's nonsense, bro. Because to me, the Dolphins could only win 6 games this year, and they'll twist, repackage, and resell some hope, delirium dream that Dolphins fans are, it's too stupid to see through.
That's what they've been doing to us for the last 40 years.
No, but,
That-
but
it's
here's
a- it's certainly hit a different level since Ross has gotten the building. Here's when I lost faith with the team. The day they changed the logo from what it was to what it is, the Dolphin doesn't have eyes anymore because it doesn't want to see the embarrassment that the organization has become. And that's the reality of it, dude.
It doesn't even look like a dolphin. It looks like a whale to start off.
They have taken away the eyes on the logo of the Dolphin to hide the shame that we have been in. And you know what's crazy is they continue to sell this hope and dream, but it's all the reality is it's just been nothing but a money-making scheme since our owner got here.
Can I piggyback on what El Cap said?
Real quick, just a True Fins thing real quick about it doesn't even look like a real dolphin. Shout out to Color. He's not here right now, but shout out to Color. He's the one that pointed out and verified with an actual specialist. The way you see the dolphin is based on the anatomy of a dolphin. They cannot make that type of shape whatsoever with their body. So it's impossible.
Oh, it can't?
Oh, okay.
No. So this is technically not a dolphin based on that.
Right.
Dolphins
really?
don't have
I
the
didn't even know
ability.
that.
Dolphins don't have the
Okay.
ability to twist their center like it is in the logo.
Yes.
How it's centered is
I have
how
the
its
original.
head
I
how
have
its
the
head
original
twists.
1966 Dolphin logo tatted on my whole left calf, and I refuse to accept the new logo. But I do get gifts from my daughters. I mean, I'm 46 years old, bro. I've been a fan since I was 10. So, but it is hard for me to accept, like you're saying, Cap, this new logo and this new uniform. Every time I see them go back to the old uniforms, it makes me happy.
It's not so much, right? I'm just looking at the symbolism. The symbolism of what that logo is now to what we are and have been all about with this football team, which is making money. It's just been making money. That's it.
Actually, Ali was touching on that earlier. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's all about the money, bro.
What were you saying, Mr. Polk?
No,
what were you saying, Mr. Polk?
No, I want to pick back on something you said, because when the season was over with last year, they tried to sugarcoat it and make it look like, okay, it was the defense that caused us.
That's right.
The season.
That's right. And you know what happened, Mr. Polk? Real quick.
Right. No, go ahead.
There was a lot of push. That sell only went so far. The psychopaths that say whatever, they're idiots. But a lot of people didn't buy blaming the defense. And that narrative, as you noticed, they kind of didn't push it as hard in the end. What they did was go 0 dark 30 on us and stick their heads in the ground and then started building back up with bullshit again. But go ahead, Mr. Polk. Sorry.
No. You said it. No, I said what I had to say, because they, like I said, the sugarcoating started after the season was over with the defense. But I will say that I'm glad that they did go and get Anthony Weaver. But we gotta see what's gonna,
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was no denying they had to get somebody, because Fangio didn't like what he's seen around here, and we could sit here. People forget once Fangio, they decided Fangio wasn't going to stick around, and Fangio probably made his feelings known that he didn't like the way they did business around here. Took the money, got the money, whatever. Then everything beyond that, once it was apparent Fangio wasn't going to stick around, it was blame the defense and blame Fangio, and Fangio was a bad guy. And the crux of that was how Fangio didn't do good enough job because Cam Smith wasn't good enough. That was their evidence into that they brought before the judge of Dolphin fans, that Cam Smith, because Jalen Ramsey said nice things about Cam Smith one time in a fucking side bullshit interview. So
on top of that,
they hung at the head of Fangio. Meanwhile, the defense was never the problem last year.
Exactly.
And Cam Smith is a problem because the son of a bitch is still out today. Cam Smith is, I mean, will he be something? I don't know. But he certainly is nothing right now. And that's the facts of it. Being nothing right now is terrible. And all the narratives they put together with Fangio and the defense, it fell flat. So what did they do? They went quiet. They started building up again with, talking about restructures. They started leaking stuff out about who they were giving contracts. Then they start the misinformation campaign too. Oh, we're offering Christian Wilkins this. Oh, now they don't say this publicly, right? They talk about publicly, oh, we're working on deals. And then they release through a back channel means details on contracts that they're trying to give to people. Meanwhile, as you guys have heard from Andrew Van Ginkel and his wife, the Dolphins never gave him shit. But the entire sentiment on the fan base was the Dolphins couldn't afford AVG, and that's why they were going to draft a guy with the first round pick being a fucking pass rusher. I don't understand. Again, it's been an absolute mismanagement at crucial times on crucial things.
I'm drinking.
And to me, the only because I'm going to pour me a drink. I'm dying of thirst. The only common denominator I can see in the entirety of since the logo has turned into what is no longer recognizable as a Miami Dolphin, the money is the only motivating factor. The hype and the money. We, as Dolphin fans, have purchased none. Since Stephen Ross been here, we have all of our love, money, everything has not garnered us one playoff victory. That's a fact. And you know what it has purchased us every year? Hype. hype.
Hype and heartbreak.
Hype. That's what we are buying. Yeah. We are buying fucking hype. Dolphin fans, dumbass fucking Dolphin fans, people in their 30s and 40s that are fucking morons that don't know shit from Shinola when it comes to football, that get on fucking here and they read the latest fucking new terms for coverages and latest new terms for route trees. The route tree and coverages have been fucking pretty much the same. There is some combinations and stuff like that. But anyhow, they watch this bullshit film with these obscure fucking stats. Well, you know, if he only played 3/4 of a season, he was
sounds like
a world breaker.
Somebody, Capitan.
You're describing a lot of somebodies, bro. A lot of somebodies. They're all out here. There's tons of them. And if they think I'm talking about them, they're right. They're right. Because if the shoe fits, again, these people are the problem. Because they prioritize.
You know what the biggest lie thing is? The biggest lie is the fact that Mike McDaniel does not have some second playbook or some uncharted playbook that we haven't untapped yet.
Absolutely,
it doesn't exist, bro. It does not exist.
It's non-existent.
Plays, and he's just going to line it up based on whatever the defense is giving them. That's exactly what he's doing. And this side is because he doesn't know how to get out of the 2 safety high defense. That is the problem.
Ali, what's the definition of what's that saying? What's the definition of
definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and
right, exactly.
And right now, Mike McDaniel is insane, and that's why I'm calling him out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm calling out Chris Greer as well, because year after year he doesn't fully invest in the offensive line the way he should.
Chris Greer has consistently Chris Greer has made Stephen Ross more money in the past 5 years. Stephen Ross has in the past 15.
As long as Ross is the owner, Chris Greer will be the GM, bro. That's why.
That's right. That's right.
That's why
we're
still going to be here.
And we're
if I can just add to what
that would be shocking.
We're still going to be
fire 2 head coaches. And he still makes it. If that happens, then I'm gonna be like, whoa, wait a minute.
That's right.
Bro.
That's right.
Let me just add. Can I just add real quick to what El Capitan said? Because they don't even know how to.
That's crazy.
They don't even know how to evaluate what happened to Jalen Phillips, guys. It's been proven, and Big O has evidence on it. They don't know what the hell if it was the third.
Big O part of the problem, Sharif. I don't want to hear his bullshit ass evidence about not evaluating Jalen fucking Phillips. I'm gonna tell you something.
But
Jalen Phillips came back as fast as he could from that Achilles. Jalen Phillips is in the 5th year of a contract. Jalen Phillips wants the bag like everybody else. He wants his piece of the pie. One thing that man has learned
being responsibility there.
Huh? What?
You don't think there was no irresponsibility of the coach putting him back?
I don't think you can. I don't think you could have kept Jalen Phillips off the fucking field. I think
I understand
to get on the field.
Even Monday when he was injured,
but I feel he fucked up his career though. I think the organization fucked his career up. That's my point.
Yeah, I agree with you. Way too early to bring that man in.
Shit, bro. Dolphins state of mind. He's a Dolphins fan, and he can't wait for the Hurricanes to come on to watch the best Florida football team.
I've got this team. I'm watching quad screen right now.
Best Florida football team. That's how bad we fucking suck right now.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're gonna suck tomorrow because I put an open invitation out to the Dolphins organization.
So, Nene, is this a timeout?
And we're gonna
I need clarification. Or is it just a statement to Sharif and a shot? Please let me know.
On fire. Look,
let me know, Nene, please. Is it a statement to Sharif or in a shot? Or is it a timeout? Because I'm with Nene. I don't want to hear shit from Big O. Listen.
The big clap.
I'm not. I don't hate Big O. I don't watch his shit. I've listened. I can't take it, dude.
Yeah, I stopped watching his stuff. But the thing is, he's right on that.
He's not right on
nothing. I'll be with you guys. I really enjoy his show, but we have difference of opinions.
What does yes mean? They types yes. Which one? Timeout. Oh, Sharif, sorry, you're out, dog.
I put him 5 minutes. I got the timer going. I'll let him know when the 2-minute warning comes up.
CC says Big O hates the fans. I would agree. That's the only thing I might agree with Big O about is I hate the fans too. What Big O hates the wrong fans, because listen, Big O, like a lot of these people, you want to be close to the warmth of the Miami Dolphins purview, right? And even if like the Dolphins aren't letting their peoples come up on your program or do interviews or what have you, right? There's people on the other layer around the building. There's I'm not going to go into too much specifics, but there's third-party people that are connected to the Dolphins for many reasons. And those people won't touch people that aren't singing the praises in the narrative that is printed out by the organization, the AOKs. They're not giving you the filtered truth. They're giving you a controlled narrative. They don't want you to lie, but they definitely don't want you to tell us how you really feel about how shit is. Because I'm sorry, if you want to need to look to any further, if you go to the stadium and you're one of these people that are there every game and a season ticket holder, and you're cheering them along and you're preaching this new narrative of positive vibes and fucking we're gonna support this team and that's gonna like that hippie bullshit is all of what they're praising in the building now. It's how you become fan of the year. It's how you get in that little fucking spot where all the special you can't buy tickets there. You get put in there. How you get put in there? You kiss the ass. And that's not saying that they're not diehard fans and not hurt when shit goes wrong. I'm not trying to belittle that part of them. What I'm saying is that you play. It's quid pro quo with a lot of shit around here with who's getting what content, who's saying what, who's got to benefit from things being positive all the time, and to just lie through their teeth or lie to themselves.
Yeah, definitely. Real quick, Jersey's Dolphins. Thank you. He says, Ali, give us that wolf avatar you have as an emoji, bro. I would definitely do so. HB, if you're listening, the fans want a late night exhale icon as an emoji.
Quid pro flow. That was really good, fucking Joe. Quid pro flow. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I going back to the Dolphin topic, man. It's I'm at a point where I've been watching this team for 36 years. I've been a season ticket holder. I've done all of that stuff, and I'm at a point for the first time where I'm so like disgusted. I think that's the right word. Where I'm not even motivated to watch the game tomorrow, to be honest with you, and that's something I've never been. I've never been that way. I don't even. It's like. What you were talking about earlier, like they sell us the hype, the hope, stupid us, stupid me for seeing this, and then here we go again. Like it's not even that we're losing; it's the incompetence that we're bringing to the field that has me insane.
And I think that's what my issue is, Trufin. I think that my issue is the fact that they're not even trying. You know what I mean? Like Monday night. It was obvious it was a passing down, and they ran Huntley up the middle. And all night, the offensive line couldn't open up a hole. You could not open up a hole if their life depended on it, right? Yeah. And I'm like, it's so dumb. You're running when you should be passing, and you're passing when you should be running. And I have lost my faith in McDaniel until he shows me he can turn around and make the adjustment and lead us when Tua's not here. I don't have the faith.
Absolutely, and I think you hit it right. And one of the things that I know fans like you, for what I'm listening to, one of the things that people don't understand when we're bashing McDaniels, do you really think that lifelong fans like us wouldn't like for him to turn it around? Do you think we want to go through that bullshit again of finding another guy? No, we want to turn. I pray he turns it around, as much as I don't believe in him and don't like him. You think I don't want Tua to not be injury prone and be the best quarterback? Of course we do. But as fans, we got to be realistic and we got to be honest. What we're seeing right now, anybody who really feels, we're going to win tomorrow, and they're sure of it, like Pete was saying earlier, watch this, watch that. Dude, you're banking on who and what? What has this season shown you for you to think that? What had the four games of last season to end it shown you? What has the last 3 years against the good teams shown you? This is like rock bottom right now. It's bad, bro.
Well, my thing is, I'm tired of them giving us uranium instead of the 24 karat gold.
Okay. You're right. The poisonous one.
I'm at the studios.
Uranium.
The studios behind me.
Shit. That was good.
Yeah, everybody knows what uranium is. If you don't, that's fake.
I like it. That's
yeah.
Oh man. So everyone hit the like button, turn on the notification bell. I like where this conversation is. And if you haven't, come on up, come on the panel. Let's talk about it. Remember, timeouts are in effect. You can either donate and have people timeout, or if you don't want to time them out and you want them to take a shot, they can take a drink, a shot, or whatever. So
yeah, man, I appreciate how I'm able to contribute to the channel that way, but my opinion is on the long term, because I'm a Dolphin fan. Like, if Fiedler is not here anymore, if Mike Wallace isn't here anymore, I'm ready to move on with the Dolphin fans that love this team. And so I'm looking forward to Shador. I'm looking forward to
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to this team to get better at the offensive line in the trenches.
Real quick. I gotta stop you right there, Sharif. I do not want to hear about fucking Shador. I don't want that.
I do not want to hear about the garbage-ass team. We're done, bro. We're done.
That's your opinion, brother. Everybody has their own. You know
I do not.
That's our future quarterback, Cap.
No, that is
the future of our. You know what? That's the matter of fact. That's the future of America, right there.
I agree. You know what? I say this fan base deserves him. I say this fan base fucking deserves him, and deserves him in the same way. You'll get supercharged Tua in this bitch, and all of you guys will rue the day you clapped your hands for fucking Shador in the building. If you think it's bad now, with this fan base, you think it's bad. You think it's bad now with the Tua sexuals and the fucking Tuanon bullshit and these dumb fucks. I'm telling you, you guys have it. It'll be like a wave that is so heavy on real Dolphin fans. There will be very few of us left after that fucking run, I promise you.
I'm good with Cam Ward. I'm good with Manny. El Cap. I'm good with either one. You know why? Because I realize a mistake was made, and I'm not going to another 7-year plan. Crypto, help me out. I'm not doing, and I'm glad it happened before the 7-year plan. I'm glad it happened before the 7-year plan, El Cap. That means we don't have to go through it. What I'm ready for is something fresh and new. I'm ready for it, bro.
Yeah, same here.
I have exclusive footage of what El Cap would look like under a Shador Sanders quarterback era here as a Miami Dolphin.
What's that?
Everybody would think they're at the fucking party and just be a bunch of weirdos. That's exactly what it would be.
I don't understand how that's me. I gotta be honest.
You guys think Shador Sanders is the answer? I'm sorry.
No.
I've already seen this experiment done in a different sport, right?
Actually, Cam,
Lakers.
I think Cam is a better quarterback.
Yeah, Cam is the better.
Hold up. I'm not going to allow this nonsense. I'm going to start by saying this stuff. Stop talking about that clown, Jalen Milroe. He lost to fucking Vanderbilt today.
No, fuck Jalen Milroe. I don't want him either.
No more Alabama quarterback.
Pussy.
No
I don't
more.
want,
and now you got me on the Shador train. Listen, I love Cam Ward, but I prefer Shador.
Fuck Shador. No.
Fuck Shador.
But guys, I think Cam Ward won't be there. I don't think Cam Ward will be there, guys. To be real, I think Shador will be there.
Dolphin Civil War, let's do it.
Bring up the Wolfpack. Fuck Shador, Dolphin Civil War.
I don't think Cam Ward will be there. That's the problem. What I think Cam is going to play so well. He's going to play to get the Heisman, and then he's not going to be there for us, and that's going to fuck us for another 10 years.
Stop with this bullshit. If Cam Ward played 120 snaps and hit him the Heisman, Alston Jeffy's not a Heisman. It's Travis
Bro,
Hunter.
if he plays the way he plays, Right now, he's getting the Heisman. I don't give a shit what Travis Hunter
If he
does.
plays
If Cam
120
Ward
snaps,
just continues to play the way he
Cam Ward
plays, he's
play
getting Heisman.
120 snaps, Cam Ward could
Shador
throw for
sucks.
10,000 yards.
Shador
Yeah.
sucks.
Meanwhile,
Cam Ward is the better quarterback.
Shador
I just don't think he's going to be there.
There's,
by the
there-
way-
He's not
there's-
going to
there's-
fall.
there's less behind the hype on Shador than there was for fucking Deion Jordan. Mark my words.
That is true. That is true.
I'm dead serious. It's literally a perfectly presented product of literal fakeness. I don't understand how people don't see how it is a absolute marketing scheme with Shador Sanders. The guy, to me, is not. I don't even think he's a fucking quarterback, much less an NFL quarterback. I'm not playing.
What do you
He's
mean?
just a.
He's the
I'm saying
highest
he's not
prospect in
good.
America.
No, he's fucking not. And if he is, then we got a real problem with
How
this
about we
sport.
put up the? How about you know what? You know that people lie. We could all lie, but what cannot be disputed are his numbers. Maybe we could look up his numbers and see if
His
he's really
numbers
bad as
against
you say,
whom?
Capitan.
I just want to point out the teams he's played against this year. Okay,
It don't matter. You don't make your schedule.
Nebraska.
Baylor,
UCF.
Nebraska, Colorado
Hey, Cap,
State
it doesn't
University,
matter.
UCF, North Dakota State University. Like
He's
these
played
are
better
the
teams
competition.
than
Who?
Ward.
He's
Right,
played better
Cap,
teams than
and
Cam
He
Ward.
played
The
more
problem
better
with
teams
that
than
list,
Cam
Cap,
Ward.
you just
No, he
named off a
hasn't.
list that's better.
He's
I don't
saying-
You
think
just
he-
named you just named off
I
a
don't
list
think
that's
he
better
has
than the
played
Dolphins.
against-
So there you go.
I d-
Yeah, I don't
I
think he's
just
played
listen,
Cam
listen.
Ward.
That
I
list
just- my
that you
issue
just
with
named
Shador
is playing
is the
better
fact
football
that
than the Dolphins.
I don't
No.
want the prime
There you
BS
go.
to run our team. That's basically how I see it. I don't want that prime BS.
That's
I
wait,
have
guys,
already
time out.
seen this done in a different. I've seen this done in a different sport. As a Laker, the Lakers drafted somebody whose father talked more
Let's
shit.
go Minnesota. Let's go Minnesota.
LeVar Ball.
Sorry.
Yeah, Lamar Ball, dude.
Yeah.
That it was a clown show, bro. That was
Yeah.
a clown show. I don't want that for my team. We need stability, not chaos. We are in chaos.
Ali, that is the best take I've
Hold
heard
on.
anyone give it. The Lamar Ball fucking take. That is
That's the dumbest
literally
shit I've ever
that
heard.
hype
I'm
that we
full of
saw
those
with
now.
with what's his name, the Ball family, which is fucking
Yeah.
funny to say.
Lonzo.
That whole fucking
Lakers
bullshit.
drafted Lonzo Ball. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot that.
Lonzo. I don't even know any of their names because I don't care. The hype on that shit with the letdown is exactly a carbon copy of what we're gonna get with Shador up in here. You don't show me his 3,000 passing yards against chump fucking teams because you know what? Just like I don't value the 3,800
touchdown.
passing yards that Alabama quarterbacks
30
get
down-
against good
thir-
fucking
He has
SEC
a
teams.
30
It is
feet to six
equally
touchdown
shit
interception
to me.
ratio.
It's equal shit to me.
Yeah.
Equal
Hold-
shit.
hold
You know
on,
who's
time
you know
out.
who's playing good pro style quarterbacking right now that I've seen? Not all of it, but good fucking look. That kid from Ole Miss is looking pretty good. I got my eye on him. I got my
Who they played
eye on
against?
him. That kid
They
from
played
Ole
Tennessee
Miss
Valley
can
State. They
play
didn't
the
play
quarterback
nobody.
position the way
Yeah.
that translates to the next level. I got my eye on him.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
I'm telling
bring
you,
up
he's
something.
slowly creeping out in front as being the best quarterback prospect coming up next year. But what the fuck do I know? I don't know nothing. Go get an Alabama quarterback. Go get me fucking Shador. Fuck that motherfucker and fuck all those other motherfuckers.
I gotta
Cap,
bring up
what
a
about the
valid
guy
point.
from the Navy?
Is Christopher? If we draft Shador, let's say is Chris Greer the GM? Because if Chris Greer is the GM, wait, fuck. Because with Shador, you need protection. Because we can't be more worried about the O-line than Chris.
Bro,
Greer.
if Chris Greer's the GM, Shador is the pick.
Did you just
Shador's-
say Kardashian? Is that what you just said?
I said if Chris Greer's the GM and we draft Shador, we're fucked because Chris Greer's more. We're more worried about the O-line than he is.
Oh, okay. I
And
thought you
Shador
said you
needs
need
protection.
Kardashian. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm
He
trying
was
to
almost
home, and
right.
I might have crappy internet.
Again, when Kardashians come and take over our team, El Cap is going to start looking like this.
I don't know why I'm a dude. I mean, I don't get
Cap,
it.
you got to defend yourself, bro. You're getting the.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Everyone's the target.
All I know is Ali really wants to see my package put together like that. That's what that says.
I
to
do
me.
not want to
Ali
see.
wants. Ali wants me to wear some tight G-string with my package all put together. That's what that's telling me. And Ali, I'm reporting you to HR around here.
And here we were talking about football. Now we're talking about package. I don't. This is shit.
This is what happens when I had too many drinks. See what this team does to me with all these.
Lewis said Dart looked like shit all day today. That's what he said.
Dart, who the fuck is Dart? Is Dart the kid from Navy?
He's the kid from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart.
From Ole Miss? No. Lou, you don't know what you're talking about, dog. I'm not talking about all the shit. I'm talking about what translates to the next level. What's gonna actually work. And the kid from Ole Miss, I've got my eye on him.
Yeah, Jackson
He's
Dart.
slowly rising. He's slowly rising in my book.
I don't know who I like as quarterback. I don't think there's
played like
really
trash, Cap. He's
that
trash.
is really, really good in this draft, to be honest. Cam Ward is decent. Like some of the stuff I've seen
I
is
like Cam Ward a lot. I'm watching him as well. I think I would love to have Cam Ward.
I think he can come in here and he can get us a championship. I think he can get us a championship immediately, faster than anyone.
The same reasons he doesn't want Shador, he doesn't want Cam, and I'll tell you why. If you're gonna hate on the fact that Shador hasn't played anybody, who has Miami played? They only have one ranked opponent this season, and that's Louisville. That's all they have.
Actually, Louisville lost today. They might not be ranked.
Okay, so they have no ranked opponents, El Cap. So that's another reason why Cam Ward isn't the answer either.
Well, go watch him at I'm going to make this quick. Go watch him at Washington State when he took on ranked opponents.
They are going to play in 20 minutes.
All right, so I just want to point out every team Miami has faced.
If we go by who you've played and how good you are, Michael Penix is a guy who was balling last year, and I don't think he's going to be any good at this level.
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that.
So we can't go just based off of the who have you played. We got to look at the talent also of the player, right? So
yeah,
I get it, bro. We all have different opinions.
Exactly.
That's why
Shador,
I'm
I don't
not the
like
guy
Shador.
that bashes people for their opinions, but in my opinion, I think Shador Sanders is going to be a very good NFL quarterback. He's accurate as a cannon, and he could do it all.
I don't think so.
I just know when I see Ward play, I picture Mahomes. That's what I do.
I mean, there's some Mahomes type stuff.
The way he throws on the run, I mean, he gets sidearm it.
Warren Moon.
Or you throw it over here,
Warren Moon?
Warren Moon.
Or Sanders to Warren Moon? Get the fuck out of here.
Cam Ward. No. Cam Ward is 6'. Ali, Cam Ward is 6'3". You can see over the line. Cam Ward can easily throw bullets. I've seen him do it this season.
Warren Moon.
Cam Ward can see right over the
greatest passers to ever play in NFL history. When he retired,
and Cam Ward has that ability. Cam Ward
combined his CFL career and NFL career. When he retired, he had more yards than Dan Marino.
Let me cook, bro. Let me cook, bro.
Whenever you're cooking, you're burning it, bro. You're not really cooking.
Stop burning it.
If you're telling me that
Cam Ward,
either one of those guys is as good as Warren Moon, get the hell out of here. Nobody
No, sir. I didn't. Who said that? I said Cam Ward. He's a replica of Warren Moon. Cam Ward. Same size?
Right. El Cap, I'll pay you the $5 cash when I see you. So I'm putting him in timeout.
Timeout for Sharif for 5 minutes. Damn.
I will not let Sharif or anyone disrespect Warren Moon, who I think is one of the most legendary players to ever play the game.
Absolutely.
Right? In his position, he was a dual threat. The guy threw the ball like miles, like it was nothing.
Exactly.
Like it was nothing. I'm sorry, but next to Dan Marino, he's my second favorite quarterback of all time.
Yep.
All right?
You know,
I
Ali,
will not let you disrespect him, regardless if it's Cam Ward or Shador Sanders or Baker Mayfield or freaking Johnny Manziel. I don't give a who the fuck you're talking about. Nobody's Warren Moon.
Ali,
Turn up,
Ali.
Turn it up. Turn it up, Ali.
You know that when Warren Moon retired,
used to play against Dan Marino.
Ali, do you know that when Warren Moon retired, combining his career in the CFL and the NFL, he had almost 70,000 yards. He had more yards than even the great Dan Marino. That's how great. And probably the tightest spiral. The tightest
quarterback ever to play, in my opinion, regardless of what Tom Brady did and all that shit. I don't care about that. I love Dan Marino, right? But Warren Moon, he was my second favorite, and to this day, I think he's legendary, and I don't care what people tell me. In fact, I know another person in this community, Doc Brown, if you're watching, shout out to you. He played with Warren Moon, right? Ooh. So he's a Dolphin fan that played with Warren Moon. He knows what I'm talking about. He saw it firsthand. Yeah. So
Warren Moon led my Madden team to like 5 Super Bowls last season.
Yeah, Warren Moon was an animal and one of the all-time greats who doesn't get the credit he deserves. That's a top 5 quarterback in my opinion of all time.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. But no, that's how I truly feel about Warren Moon. I'm sorry. The guy made the game. Like, you know how like people talk about Tyreek, like he's running so fast, everything looks slow. When I watched Warren Moon growing up, that's what I saw.
Yeah,
right.
Effortless.
I know, Lewis. You're gonna say who? I know what you mean. But what I'm trying to say is that's what I saw, and I appreciated what he did for the game. He did stuff in games that against teams I hated, and he was playing at the time. I loved him. He did things that just amazed me. You know what I mean? It's like watching Randy Moss somebody for the first time. I saw that over and over again with Warren Moon.
Yeah.
So you know how like Crypto likes who's your favorite receiver? The guy from the Vikings, right?
Devontae Parker.
No, Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is my favorite receiver. My favorite quarterback, even though he wasn't a Dolphin, is Warren Moon.
Yeah.
So next to Dan Marino.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I think those two you could interchange them if you want to, because I mean, and not only that, this guy was throwing the ball 75 yards effortlessly.
Yeah.
With the tightest spiral I ever saw.
Beautiful throw every time. It was no problem. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hit the like button, everybody. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. This is Saturday Night Wolfpack. This is what it's all about. Sharif, you got 2.5 more minutes. I'll bring you back. Come on up. I'm going to drop the link.
Yeah, we need to get those likes up, guys.
One of the things I like about this show, to be honest with you, has been one of the few that I've been on where everybody seems to respect each other, like their talking time. Nobody's screaming over each other and it's and real takes, like realistic takes. This is pretty cool.
Appreciate it.
Welcome, because this is how we get down 99.9% of the time.
Yeah.
That 1%, we're doing exactly that. We're motherfucking each other and screaming all over each other.
Hey, Cap, got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Pope?
What you think about the quarterback from Navy, Blake? I think Harvard.
Listen, I'll be honest, right?
Look at this. Look at this kid, man. Mr. Fair, Ali's a bad man. Don't compare his legends to Tua. He'll time you.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Lou said Cap. I confess, even with how much I don't like Shador, right? I haven't given anyone a fair shake as far as dissecting a prospect to be a Miami Dolphin. So, when you ask me about the Navy guy, he's someone I haven't watched anything of. No lie,
yeah,
I haven't watched anything.
Hey, you know who's going to be a stud? Watch out for Arch Manning. That kid is showing some major.
Yeah, but Arch won't be available for 2 years.
No, not for us. I'm just saying as a talent. Period.
You know who I think is going to be good in this league, and it's more because of his attitude that he has not off the field, but like when he plays. I think Quinn Ewers is going to actually be good in this league. I don't know why. I just have this feeling.
Who? Say it again. I think you broke up.
Quinn Ewers, the quarterback in Texas.
Oh, Ewers, their starter. Yeah.
I think he's. He kind of reminds me of a better version of Baker Mayfield. Like he reminds me of that. Like he can be that type of
one thing that me and you are old enough to see to have seen and lived, Ali, is because of the rules on defense. We're seeing now a lot more good quarterbacks than we did back in the days. So and that's pretty cool. You know, like you see a lot of quarterbacks that are actually panning out. And that's pretty cool to see now.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to thank you for mentioning that. I meant to bring this up earlier. Growing up as a kid, I grew up during the 80s and the early 90s. Those are the years that I really grew up and moved into my teens and whatnot. And not trying to age myself out there, but What I'm trying to say is that when you really look at where the NFL has come, this used to be a blue collar sport. It was about blood, guts, and dirt. That's what it was about.
Exactly.
Right? Now it's more of like what athlete can be more hipster than the next?
Yeah.
That's the thing about this league that I don't like. And I feel like over time, players and athletes have become soft, bro. And they're getting paid to be soft. What happened to loyalty, respect, the hustle you had to put in?
Yeah.
Right? What happened?
Ali, it's like the helmet. It's like the design on the helmet. Okay? It's changed.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, and I know people are trying to say that, oh, the players are faster and they can catch better and stuff. I'm sorry, I've seen wide receivers catch way better than the receivers now, right? I've seen faster players play on the field, right? But what I don't like is the softness of this league. And I'm sorry, this league is soft. And what I mean by that, you have players complaining about hits that didn't even hurt them. You know what I mean? And I'm sick and tired of seeing shit like that. I'm sick and tired of seeing, bullshit like finesse play. You know what I mean? I want my defense to be bone crushing. That you can't even call the Pittsburgh Steelers the steel wall anymore. You have to call them the aluminum wall, right?
It's funny you say that because I remember my dad saying
the foam wall.
That's Go ahead.
My dad met Mercury Morris one time, and he shook his hands, and he said his fingers dug into his hands because he couldn't straighten them.
Yeah,
I mean, they got broken so many times that he couldn't break it. He couldn't straighten them anymore.
Guys, in our time, we saw a guy amputate his pinky in order to come back to the game in Raleigh La.
Well, I heard about that.
Do you guys remember the 85 Bears, bro? The one that won the Super Bowl, right? I think it was 85. I might be wrong.
It was 85 against the Patriots. That's right.
Yeah. And did you see how bone crushing that defense was? Don't you miss that?
Yeah, I do. Right? Greatest defense I ever seen.
How would you love to have a defense like that?
Yep.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Now, you could make the argument that the defense can't play that way because the offenses are more advanced or whatever. I get that. But one thing I know is the defenses of those ages would have found a way to adapt to play against the offense.
Buddy Ryan's 4-6 defense of the Bears
and they would have the grit.
Cause havoc in today's game. The players wouldn't know what to do.
And shout out to Jalen Phillips. The guy was injured, obviously, and he stayed in the game.
Yep.
Right? Regardless. Even though he knew he would be out for the rest of the season, he said, fuck it. I'm still playing. Right? And he still played until they took him out.
That's old school.
And that's what I'm talking about. I miss those days. Yeah. I don't want listen, I know people think I'm a hater, right? I'm not a hater. I do want Tua to be the best quarterback in this league. I do want Tua to be successful. I have argued on why Tua could lead us to a Super Bowl.
Right.
I have done all that.
You want the best for the team.
But
that's exactly right. I think we all do.
Come first. Just like how I'm yelling at
most of us want what's best on the team, but there are people, and I've seen them, and I've spoken to them, whose passion and dislike for let's say a Tua, but any other player is so deep that they're not thinking about their team. It's almost personal. Like if we saw Trent Dilfer win a championship and we saw Brad Johnson win a championship, come on, guys, it could be done. Now, is it harder work? Sure, we all want the 6'4", 230 quarterback, the Josh Allens, the Marinos. We want those guys, but sometimes we have to hold back and say, can we win? Can we not? We got to be honest. But too many times the fan base takes things to a personal level, and I find that pathetic. Like, to me, it's pathetic, bro. Like, listen, if you're working on the team, like if the team is paying you or you're on the field, none of us are, bro. None of us are. What we are, we're lovers of the same team, and we're sick and tired of the same old bullshit. That's the honest truth here.
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about.
If we didn't care, we wouldn't be talking, okay, about that.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, I mean these are all facts that I'm giving you that we have done the same old thing since Dan Marino retired. Do you guys realize that? It's the same
Yeah.
thing over and repeat. We package, oh, this is the hype. We got the best free agents and everything. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Oh, we lose. We got to come back.
Right.
Oh, we do the same thing. Oh, we got the best free agents and nobody. This is the best roster since the 72 undefeated Dolphins. Oh, we lose. You know. Oh, let's get the hype up and do the same thing all over again. We have a coach to the promised land. Oh, we lose.
I'll tell you this much:
thing over and over. We have been living the definition of an insanity since Dan Marino retired. I am sorry. I am sick of it. I have higher expectations for this team. I'm holding the ownership responsible. Stephen Ross, if you are listening to me, please do something. Do something that is different. Build the team first. Stop investing in everything outside the stadium. I could care less the parking lot or F1 that nobody here on my panel or in the chat could afford to go to because tickets for nosebleeds are $1,200. I'm sorry. I don't want to see F1. I want football. I live and breathe for the NFL. I want a winning team. I just want us to win. And what that means, make football moves. Build our offensive line. Build our defensive line. Don't sign somebody because of what they've done on paper. Sign somebody because you know they're the team that's going to take us to the next level. And right now, we've been stuck in first gear, but everybody in this fan base thinks we're in fifth gear. Make it right.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
we're stripping our gears.
Exactly, Ali. Exactly. Stop, like I said, stop giving us uranium. Give us that 14 karat gold.
That is correct. And shout out to Adam Padilla. He wants drink plus drink. Ashton Jetty is the best player yet in college and football. Best tape I've ever seen. AP.
Yeah.
Who's he?
I don't know. I'm going to take a shot right from the bottle.
Ashton.
Cheers.
That's how panish. Look, this is how much I love the Dolphins, right? If you ever come to my house, right, you'll see a wall of draft day hats. I love to collect the official NFL draft day hats, the same hats the player that we draft, right, wears when they get drafted. I love this team so much. I collect old school Dolphin shit. This shirt, my mom and dad tell me they've had since the mid 90s. It has the old school Dolphins logo on it and everything.
Good. Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
Yeah, it does look good.
Me, right? I love this team so much. I have season tickets. And even though we're shit right now, I'm still going to every game. I'm still screaming my head off. You can ask my wife. I come home after every game without a voice. I sound like I've been screaming for weeks because that's how much I scream. Right?
Hey, Ali, you want to laugh? You want to laugh right now? I'm laying in my bed listening. I'm talking on my phone. I've got you on my TV. My wife is next to me with her headset on, because she knows that it's a life, right? The passion and love becomes a lifetime. And fans like me and you that have been around for a while already. Remember, we grew up in the era whether we won or not. That's not the point, but we were relevant. We saw greatness on the sideline. We saw greatness under center. We saw all of this, and even though we would choke it away, whatever you want to say, but we always had to feel like we could beat anybody. We could beat anybody on any given Sunday in multiple ways. The way that we beat the Bears on that Monday night game here when they were undefeated, the way that Marino came back after the Achilles against the Patriots. We've seen greatness, and what we're seeing here, fans like me and you that are old enough to remember, we see this and we're like, where the fuck are we going? You know who are the best fans to me? You know who are the fans that I love the most, to be honest with you? The young fans. The fans that are in their 20s, that this is all the shit that they've seen, and they're still fans. Those are the ones that I always salute, bro, because to not jump bandwagon and to be that loyal, that shows you the greatness and the history of this team.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we haven't heard.
Listen, I'll tell you this much. We lose to these fucking bums tomorrow. Expect me at the airport coming for Mike McGeek's head. Don't you?
I don't
Damn.
see. I don't see
I'm
how
gonna
we can.
find him.
I don't see how we can win that game tomorrow, my brother. I wish we do, but I don't see it.
I don't know,
Ali,
bro. What I will tell you though is that I feel if we commit to the run in crypto, I know you're
No.
on the still. Hold on a
Stop
second.
saying
Hold
we
on.
need to run the
Let
ball.
me-
New England has the 28th best pass
Let
defense.
me explain. Let me explain. Right. When we don't have a quarterback that can make a difference, because I don't feel either quarterback is good enough to make the difference. Okay, that's just my opinion.
That's fine. I respect that.
feel you need to change the game. Now, I know this is a passing league, but when we didn't have the quarterback before, we did something innovative that changed the game and changed the league for that season. And that was the Wildcat. And we ran the ball like crazy.
That's right. Run Browns.
I think you need to do that now. You need to do something that changes the game. And that's what I'm talking about. Instead of being 70-40 or whatever it is that crypto likes to say, 60-40 or whatever the percentage, you need to either become more of a 50-50 or even a 60-40 run. That's what my opinion is, because it changes it. It changes the idea of how they have to play defense. And when you do that, what does it do? It does open those passes that we want every so often.
Of course it does. And please stop throwing the screens to the wide receivers 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Please stop that, Mike. Please.
Yeah. Ali, we haven't heard from Liz yet. Liz is on the panel.
Liz, I'm so sorry. We've been so nuts. How's it going, Liz? How you been?
It's okay. I just have a few questions. Is anybody watching the SB?
What? What did you say? You're
if anybody's watching the SBs.
The
SBs? Huskies.
What's
the Huskies?
The Huskies.
The Washington Huskies.
Oh, yeah.
Washington Huskies.
Horrible team up north that I hate. So, yes, they're great.
No, I haven't.
So
I haven't seen
that
it.
are worth it?
I haven't been watching the Huskies.
You're cutting up a little bit, Liz, and you sound like a little like if the voice is muffed or something a little bit. That's why we're having trouble hearing you.
Well, the music is loud too.
Anyways, yeah, the Huskies are beating Michigan. Shout out to them.
How much? How much?
You know that's in the gutter right now is Alabama. How dare you lose to a non-1-2 team? Holy fucking crap! You ruined my Hard Rock bet today. You owe me
Fuck Alabama! Fuck Alabama!
You owe me $300. Would have gone through, and the parlay that I had would have, because everybody else did their job. Right? I would have walked away with $300. Fuck Alabama.
Hey, all these Alabama fickle fans, they're all hiding right now. And don't worry, they'll come out tomorrow when the team looks like dog shit tomorrow.
Where's MCJB? MCJB was on the panel for a hot minute. What happened to him? MCJB, come and tell me what happened to your god-awful team.
Do you have Miami on your parlay? For that?
Yes, Miami, I expect to win no matter what. I expect them to win. If they don't win, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
I had a good week last week in college football. I've lost all my parlays today.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Every single one of my parlays have been lost today.
I had
Alabama.
I had Purdue today, and they got smoked. I had ECU, they got smoked. BC choked.
Do you have Texas on your parlay?
Washington. Shout out to them.
Texas A&M won their game.
I was gonna take Texas A&M, and I didn't.
Did you have Texas on your parlay, Greg?
No, I was looking. I went my 12 o'clock slip. I had Navy, Army, Tulane. Those three were money. I had BC and Purdue. They both suck.
So ACC fans, I got to talk to some ACC fans. I have not been following the ACC except for I watch Hurricanes and find out if they win or lose. I haven't been watching anybody else. Besides the Miami Hurricanes, who's the next best team in the ACC?
Clemson, maybe. Clemson.
What about Duke? How's Duke doing?
Duke
I heard
sucks.
something about Duke.
They're 5-0.
The Hurricanes are ranked 1 through 12.
Did you just say they're 5-0 and they suck?
Yeah, they're not good.
They're
at
over.
They suck.
Their record is better than their actual team is.
The Miami Hurricanes are ranked number 1, and they've had a top 5 recruiting class for 3 years in a row. So anybody who says that they suck, it's definitely not accurate. They're
talking about. Bro,
did you hear the Cal fans during the what's it called, the college game day say when Mario was doing his interview saying he was overrated?
No, I didn't.
Mario is overrated. So
Mario.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing about Mario, and this goes back to his Oregon days. He is an all-time great recruiter. Where he is not good at is in the X's and O's. Okay. By the way, Florida State just lost 29-13 at home against Clemson.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, 29-13?
Florida State. That team don't deserve to win if their life depended on it.
Hold on.
They gotten so many. This is why I hate Florida State so much, right? Back when what was it? Bobby Bowden was the head coach.
Yes, Bobby Bowden. Yep.
They got handed national championships so many fucking times. I'm sorry. Fuck Florida State. If I have to pick a Florida team, it's going to be the Miami Hurricanes. They deserve it. Let Miami go. Okay.
No. It's hilarious. It's funny you should bring that up. A lot of even Florida State fans who are hardcore Florida State fans say that the year that Florida State got into the national championship, they even said Miami should have been the one in that championship game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it's so BS on how they got their championships. Here's my thought process, and I apologize if I don't say the name right. True Fin fan, right?
What's up, brother?
So just to give you my perspective, this is how much of a Dolphin fan I am, right? I'm originally born and raised. The first 21 years of my life, I lived in Ohio. That's where I'm from. My whole family are a bunch of Browns fans. I was the only Dolphin fan in my family. Even though I was surrounded by Browns people, I had Dolphin stuff on constantly, right? When starter jackets were the coolest thing on earth since sliced bread, I was wearing a Dolphin starter jacket, right?
Wow.
And it is surrounded by Cleveland Brown, that fans, that were super loyalists.
Yeah.
I made it to a point to convince my family to move to Florida. That's how much I live.
No way, for real?
And I moved to Florida with my family. And to this day, I have season tickets. I love this team. I'm never going anywhere. And that's the reality. That's how much of a Dolphin fan I am.
Yeah, that's what you call real love right there. That's called real love.
Here's the flip side, though. Flip side. When it comes to college football, I'm sorry, I'm not a Hurricane fan. I root for them because I live in the state of Florida, but I'm a Buckeye fan. I'm sorry.
But that's understandable, brother. That's perfect.
Well, yes, because I gotta understand.
I mean, you're from Ohio. The Buckeyes are one of the most historic college football teams and universities. So
you know where they get all their players from, man? South Florida, bro.
South Florida. Yeah.
It's a real deal. Did you guys see the
Everybody get them from South Florida.
Did you guys see it?
Which one?
Jeremiah Smith?
Jeremiah Smith made a one-handed OBJ-style catch like it was nothing, bro. Yeah. In the end zone. In the end zone. It was like, oh, that's my ball. Get the fuck out of my way. Like, legitimately. He was standing still and caught it one-handed. It was unbelievable.
I saw that catch. He jumped in the air and it was in midair.
Yeah, it was so unbelievable how he caught it one-handed. This kid amazes me game after game. He is going to be something special in this league. I know.
Do you think he's better than? I have a question. You saw Garrett Wilson and the other guy. I forgot the other.
There's only 2 wide receivers right now that I love that have
Harrison
either played
Jr.
or
Wasn't he a Buckeye?
playing for Buckeyes. Marvin Harrison Jr., which I think is pretty much the best wide receiver that's ever come out of talent-wise. He's the best coming out of Ohio State. And if it's not Marvin Harrison, it's Jeremiah Smith. Those are the 2. Everybody else, they're great. They're good receivers. But those 2 guys, in my opinion, have talent that's unbelievable. Marvin Harrison Jr., I think when it's all said and done, if he can get himself a real quarterback behind him, I really think that he has talent to exceed his father's stats. That's my opinion.
It's hilarious. I think Peyton is going to force his force his nephew all the way to what is it called?
The Broncos?
No, not the Broncos.
Colts?
The Colts. The Colts.
Why? AR5, baby.
Yeah, they have AR5. I don't see it. If anywhere, maybe if things don't work out right with the Cardinals, I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that.
It's kind of like Sanders wants to have his son come to Miami.
Yeah.
No, that's what he was trying to say to. I saw it on ESPN.
Remember one thing about the Sanders. We could dislike Dion Prime all you want, but Dion has wherever Dion has gone, he's succeeded. Whether it's his college career in Florida State, when he played in the NFL, Atlanta, San Fran Cowboys, and then of course he ended with the Ravens. But
the guy's been in multiple Super Bowls for different teams. I agree with you.
He's a winner, and of course you don't think that between him and his son they have a game plan as to where they would like to play. I wouldn't be surprised if they get drafted somewhere and they say we're not going to that team. We don't want to play for that team. Whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's what he's saying too. It goes. I mean,
Miami's number 2.
People are saying that no. Actually, but Sanders wants him to come
Eli Manning. He's gonna do the Eli Manning thing.
Remember the Eli Manning? That's right. That's right.
Check this out, right? I actually liked Sanders as a player. I appreciated what he did for this league. He did something. He made the true star athlete become a reality, right? Being a two-sport athlete, playing in games on the same day, that was ridiculous, right? For his time. And I really appreciate what he brought to the league and the style he brought and the swag and everything. I loved it all, right?
Right.
As a coach, he has been productive. He was great at Jackson State.
Jackson State. Yeah.
He beat Florida State.
Even his first season as the coach of the Colorado, he was really good. Don't get me wrong. I dislike the dysfunction I'm hearing about behind the scenes. Like
fake news. All you're hearing is fake news. Don't stop with that cap.
To give you an example, there's a thing going around saying that he forced all of his players to go to a concert that they didn't want to go to. Right. Well, I don't know if it is. What I'm saying is I don't like all the dysfunctionality we're hearing, and some of the things I'm hearing and how stubborn he is as a coach. That's what I don't like.
You're getting your.
We're gonna have a player that his son here. I don't want that dysfunction on my team.
No, I hear what you're saying.
I
hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying because at the end of the day, they are loud. They are, but I'm looking more towards the player, and Shedeur has all the intangibles to be a good NFL quarterback. He is super accurate. People don't talk enough about it. His ball placement is insane, and he has a cannon. Great pocket presence. He has it all. Now, will his father be like? Remember what you were talking about earlier about the balls and the LeVar ball?
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Could that be the same thing? I could see that happening, but I don't. But see, the difference is that the father for the balls was a nobody who was trying to live vicariously through his children. Dion is Dion. Dion
has walked the walk. He is
exactly.
He's not just talked the talk, but he's walked the walk too.
Exactly. And I mean, we you know how sometimes like we call it barbershop talk or whatever. You know how we talk about who's the greatest quarterback, who's the greatest. If there is a position that has no discussion, is whether Dion is the greatest defensive back of all time. In my opinion, I don't think it's a discussion like Lawrence Taylor. To me, Lawrence Taylor is the best football player.
I would disagree a little bit with Dion being the greatest DB. Because I have a guy who Dion even said was better than he. Dion said Ed Reed was a better DB than he was.
No, but Ed Reed's a safety. You're misplacing the positions. Ed Reed's a safety. Dion is a cornerback. They're two different positions.
Best DB of all time.
Defensive. Okay, cornerback.
Okay, yeah.
Specific where he was, it's safeties. You could we could argue whether Ed Reed is the best, which I think he is, or at least the thing about who is the best. A lot of people they're like sure of it because that's all they saw. So I like to say it more of the best that I saw, because I'm 46. I'm not 80. I don't know if the other guys were better than him before. I don't know. But that I saw, the best cornerback was Deion Sanders, and it wasn't even close. Rod Woodson for Pittsburgh was good.
How about Charles?
Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson was a hell of a
Charles, refresh me when you say Charles. 'Cause I'm lost.
Charles Woodson, the guy who played for Michigan and won Super Bowls with the Packers.
Oh yeah. I believe he was the last defensive player to win the Heisman. That's another one that's a great mention.
Check this out. Let's talk about Charles Woodson for a moment, right? Because I got to watch Charles Woodson play at Michigan firsthand, being a Buckeye fan, right?
Yeah.
And there's a former Dolphin that we didn't draft him. He got drafted by I want to say it was either San Diego or Cardinals. I can't remember who drafted him. But David Boston. You guys remember David Boston? The wide receiver?
Of course I remember David Boston.
David Boston was a former Dolphin for a hot minute.
We got him from the Chargers.
He at one time had the biggest arms I had ever seen on a player, right?
I agree.
We got him from the Chargers, and he got suspended for steroids with us. Yes.
Charles Woodson, and I really feel not Charles Woodson, David Boston, I really feel the reason he took steroids was because during the Ohio State-Michigan game, he got into a fist fight with Charles Woodson, and Charles Woodson punked his ass like hardcore, beat the fuck out of him. So that's why I think he went on the roids, my opinion.
Yeah, to help him out.
So
hey,
when I know Charles Woodson, when I think about him, I always think about how he beat the fuck out of David Boston and how Ohio State lost that game, even though I'm a Buckeye fan. And ever since then, I've had mad respect because he didn't just talk the talk; he walked the walk.
Yeah.
You know
Hey, True, I have a question. You saw both Terrell Owens and Megatron in their prime. Who do you think is better?
Oh wow,
That's a hard choice, bro. That's a hard choice. One player, Terrell Owens. I'm sorry, True, and I just want to say this.
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
man. No. Go ahead.
One player had a decent team around him, had a quarterback and everything to really, and he put it all on the line and everything. Even when he was a Bengal, Terrell Owens did productive, regardless of who was around him.
Right.
But Megatron, who was so much talent, he had his height. I never really felt he hit his ceiling. He didn't have the team around him to really throw him the ball in what he deserved.
Well, he had Matt Stafford. What do you mean?
I'll say this now because I was thinking about that question while you were talking, Ali. I'll say this in as to if you're gonna ask me who do I think was the better player, more as in talent, I'm gonna go with Megatron. However, remember one thing: Terrell Owens, if I'm not mistaken, he's either second or third behind Jerry Rice in yards in the NFL, and wherever he's had
number two.
all.
He's number two.
Is he number two? So I don't know. I think they're so close that I wouldn't you can't really fight if you say Megatron and I say Terrell or vice versa. They're all-time greats. So
you know what?
For me, I agree with Ali. I agree with Ali with
animals.
Megatron.
Yeah, they were animals.
They were freakish.
I agree with Ali. Megatron was dominant for such a short period of time, but he chose to retire because he knew that franchise was incompetent and
just
stuff
like Barry Sanders. Yeah, just like Barry. But he did have Matthew Stafford throwing 5,000 yards, 4,500 yards. If you look at Matthew Stafford's stats after Megatron, they were never the same.
You know what the difference between Megatron and Terrell Owens is? Terrell Owens still plays semi-professional football. That's the
He's
difference.
amazing, isn't he? Isn't that amazing at 50 plus years old?
Bro, and the guy is still playing.
It's amazing.
And guess
That's
what?
what I say.
The Washington Huskies must upset the number 10 Michigan Wolverines. That team,
wow.
7-17.
That's not
that
enough.
team that won that fake championship. Just so you know, Stephen Ross has been trying. Oh, hold on. I got some shit to say.
Best two teams have gotten an upset so far.
Hold on, John. Stephen Ross, who these people that have come up here and told me he is the best owner.
That was only one. That was Pete.
That we've ever had. That he's invested so much. That was Pete that was saying that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Guess what? The second team, which actually the first team that he invests so much is Michigan. And look what just happened. They got their ass spanked by a nobody a team that's not even ranked.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I just want to put that in perspective. Ross so much money in, just got their ass spanked by the Huskies, who's not even ranked. A 4-2 team just spanked Michigan.
Exactly.
Put that in perspective. Connor, do I need to bring you up, or are you good to come up on your own?
Has the Miami game started yet?
Yeah, it's 0-0.
Yes.
It's
It's
0-0.
just started.
I have Cal.
Miami had the ball first, and it got a couple of first downs. Then Cal sacked them when they on the third down. They sacked the quarterback. Now Miami's doing the same thing to Cal.
Yeah, Miami's defense looks amazing right now.
They just sacked him one time.
Oh, thank you, Pete, for reminding me. Hold on. Pete reminded me. This is the part I forgot to leave out. I'm kind of drunk right now, so I'm sorry if I didn't
enjoy.
So check this out. Yeah, Stephen Ross did actually invest so much. He bought a national championship because why? It's already been proven, bro. It's already been proven. The only reason they won is because of the fact that they were caught cheating. The cheating part
after they got caught. After they got caught, they beat the piss out of Michigan State.
The cheating
piss
part
out of Maryland. They
no longer
stop the cap. Once they got caught, they beat the piss out of Michigan State.
Greg, hold on. The cheating part is no longer speculation. It's a matter of fact. That is the problem. It's already proven that they were cheating.
Oh, shit,
I'm sorry. I'm not going to. I understand
There's
that
a documentary on it. You've seen it, right?
Shows, but the facts are the facts. They got caught cheating. Even though they didn't take it away, that doesn't mean they'll even get to hold on to it. Because here's some shit that you may not know if you haven't been paying attention. Michigan has already been served an NOA. Does anybody here know what an NOA is?
I don't.
No.
Because I'm not.
An NOA is a notice of allegation by the NCAA. They're currently being investigated. They're currently being discussed what actions they're going to take against Michigan for cheating. They've already handed down a handful of punishments. They've already banned Jim Harbaugh for 1 year from ever being a coach in the NCAA ever again.
Can they take that national championship away?
The NCAA doesn't feel it's enough, and they're probably wanting their balls back as being an organization that's supposed to be over college sports. And I really think they're probably going to hand
I don't trust them.
a huge fine and a huge punishment, because if you think Miami needed to be blacklisted, Michigan needs to be blacklisted because what they did actually affected the field. This wasn't just paying players to come to college. This was stealing plays. This was stealing the integrity of the fucking game.
Yeah, the integrity. Integrity is the key word right there.
Connor Stallings documentary, bro. They just did it better than everybody. He did it better than everybody.
Can they be stripped for their national championship? Is that something that players do or not?
If people can get their Heisman taken away, and if they can get wins taken away, they can definitely get their national championship taken away.
Yeah, didn't Reggie Bush get his Heisman taken away?
Yeah, but he got it back.
He did, but he got it back after a massive lawsuit.
Wait, did Maurice Claret win a Heisman?
No, he did not. Maurice Claret did not. Maurice Claret went to jail for doing something similar than what O.J. Simpson did with the stealing memorabilia and all that shit.
Oh, no, I'm saying in college. I thought he won a Heisman or something like that.
No, he was a one-hit wonder, bro. He was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, but he was. But that 1 year, he was great.
He was good. I mean, I feel bad. I do understand like the hurricane hatred for Ohio State because they blame Ohio State, but really it was the referees that screwed you. So, and those were the Pac-12 referees. So the Pac-12 referees need to, kick rocks or get the fuck out.
I mean, I've always been on the outs with other Canes fans, fellow Canes fans. I get it. We got the shit call, but if we wouldn't have been in that position, they wouldn't have had the opportunity to.
We would, if we didn't let our foot off of Ohio State's throat that game. That wouldn't have happened.
A lot of sore losers want to say, "Oh man, it was a horrible call, whatever." But we took the foot off the gas. We got comfortable, and you know what? These are things that have happened before, and it's just like in baseball. or in boxing. I'm beating your ass, and I'm cruising in the 12th round, and then boom, I get caught. I get knocked out after dominating you. Hey, man, keep that foot on the gas, and if you got him down, step on the throats and kill him. And Miami didn't do that. They chose to do the.
Sorry, I stand with El Capitan on this comment about Ross. Ross ain't no boss. You need to toss Ross, because you know what? Ross is just like Skeletor. As much as mighty as he is, he's gonna get his ass kicked in the end. He does year after year.
I was told Ross was the best boss we had since Roby.
Look like Skeletor on top of it. You see how
You know
old
what?
Ross
You know what? You know what?
Since
You guys
Robbie.
got to look this up, because I heard this.
The best
I
guy
heard-
we've ever had.
I heard this, and again, I don't like quoting like reporters, but Omar Kelly, which I know I've quoted him twice today. I don't know why. I don't watch the guy. I can't do it. But he did say that he was voted amongst his peers as the best owner in football. That is facts. We don't like him, fine. But if Omar Kelly reported that now. Is he bullshit or not?
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
know.
Wait a minute.
True Fin fan. Can I say? Oh, hold on, Anthony. Hold on. I want to ask this question to True Fin fan.
What's up?
I could vote Ross the best owner in football, and we have been voted multiple years the best training facility of all of football, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Does that make us a great fucking team?
Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely not. So until the team starts actually winning games, winning playoff games, attending Super Bowls, doing the things that the Kansas City did until they started winning all the Super Bowls, they can go fuck their votes for being number one.
Hey,
I don't
agree.
shit.
Hey, Ali, I had to push back, Ali. We've
Number
attended
one.
Super Bowls. We just wasn't in uniform.
Only number ones that he delivered is the ones that he flushes down his toilet, because that's all he's been giving is shit.
I would like to say we attended a lot of Super Bowls. We just didn't wear any uniforms in the Super Bowl.
No, and Ali, for me,
We didn't participate. We attended them, all right.
Well,
we're just fans.
If Ross,
watching.
Yes.
I have a question for everybody on the panel. If let's say because his family admitted in interviews recently they don't want anything to do with the Dolphins. If Ross sells the team, if the Dolphins have to be put up for sale, does it automatically go to his partner, or can the NFL just put the Dolphins up for sale?
I don't know that.
Could
I
the
plead
fans buy
ignorance.
it?
I plead
Hold
ignorance.
on.
I have no idea.
Marketeer says brought FS1. So he brought Fox Sports 1 to Miami. Shit, I had that, and I live in Port St. Lucie. Are you talking about
Formula One?
He meant F1. I was making fun of him. Thank you. F1 has nothing to do with the Miami Dolphins. That has to do with Ross's pocketbook of the
F1,
billions
his rich buddies
and billions of dollars that he makes off of all these poor Miami Dolphin fans that think that has something to do with football. Does F1 make Tua better? Does F1 make Tua not be concussed? Does F1 actually make this defense
He was
a
a
number
passing
one?
leader, Ali. He was
No,
a
he
passing
doesn't.
leader, Ali. It made him better, Ali. He was a passing leader.
Ali,
What? Is making him a best passer? Shit, I've seen F1 pass F1 cars better than what Tua passes. Holy shit!
He's a passing leader, Ali. You can't deny it.
For these dumbass
Ali.
takes.
Ali, could the owner?
I gotta
do
sharpen
what
up my
Green Bay
talking points
does
for Tua.
and sell it to the fans?
And Marketeer, I know it was a typo. I was making fun of you, bro. I was just laughing with you. No offense. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. What were you asking?
I said, can the owner do what they did in Green Bay, where they sold the team to the fans, sort of?
I guess
Isn't that
they
what
could
they
do
did?
something like
They
that.
could, but it's Miami, man. They're not going to
The
do
only
that.
thing
Too
that's
much money
new
to
this
make.
year is that the league approved that the team can sell up to 10% to certain I forget what they call it, some type of funding group that is allowed to invest in the team or whatever. So that's something new, and it basically allows owners to make money off more profits. That's the sad part about it is like, I don't know if you guys realize the Miami Dolphins increased, for people that are not season ticket holders, right? At the end of last season, actually it was in early November, The Miami Dolphins sent letters to all the season ticket holders letting them know the new cost of what their tickets were going to cost. My tickets went up $300 a piece, right? Not too bad. I can manage. I'm in the third level, 342. I like it there. I like the Madden above view that I have because I can see how plays, develop and everything. I like that view. Some people that I know they're on the mid-level or level 1, their tickets went up $3,000 a piece.
Wow.
Right? I'm sorry. But
Did you get an upgrade in seats?
Playoff games, I don't see why $3,000 each is an acceptable increase.
Yeah,
No,
no, Ollie, I've been
that-
saying this from the beginning.
Should be a $3,000 decrease.
Like sports teams
Yeah.
in general, like football specifically, is starting to price out the everyday fan. They want the more corporate fans in the stadium.
That's what it's all about. It's about increasing, because people don't know this. The NFL is a shared league. All these owners, it don't matter where the Super Bowl is playing. It don't matter what game is being played, what stadium. Everybody is making money. So when they increase the cost of the Dolphins tickets, they're like, ha, those stupid Dolphin fans paying out the ass. I'm getting paid and I'm over here in Green Bay. Those Green Bay owners are making money off of it. That's the reality of it, right? All those people that have any stake in ownership in this league, no matter the team, make money off of all the other teams. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's playing or what. So that's what the scam is. And that's what pisses me off. I understand that Roger Goodell, remember I showed you the picture of the players that play in this whole scheme, right? This whole scam is played by these people you see here. These are the usual suspects. You have Mike McDaniel, who's doing Ross's bidding, right? And just putting a product that can sell tickets, not win championships. You have Ross that's making money hand over fist, investing from the outside in rather than from the inside of the team out. You have Roger Goodell, who's pushing expansion left, right, and center, trying to say that he's selling a premium service. I'm sorry, the NFL ticket is no HBO Max. Remember when HBO Max was considered premium?
Yeah.
We had to pay extra for it, right? HBO was that thing. That's what they're trying to sell the NFL ticket. Do you know that other services, and I want to say it was either Paramount or one of these other services, tried to convince the NFL to have them have NFL ticket, and they wanted to provide it for $10 a month? How would you like to be paying $10 a month rather than $150 a month for 4 months?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How dare you? And then they get proven that they're not a premium product, right? And they get this lawsuit put on them, only to find out they lose. So they know they're going to have to pay everybody millions and millions of dollars. I was willing to get a check for $4,000 for all the money I paid into the NFL ticket, right?
Yeah.
Only to, oh God, we can't pay this amount. We need to go get our buddies in the higher court, Supreme Court, and appeal the shit out of this. And that was handed to them on a stick because the NFL pays everybody. So that's the kind of joke. And if you think that I don't know that this league is already fixed, you got to be fucking stupid to not know it's fixed.
I've always felt that.
How do you feel that a random machine picks games to be played that just so happens to have storylines, right? Think about it. Think about when we had to play against I think it was against Minnesota. There was a whole thing with Flores and us, right? The team just randomly picked Minnesota and we had to play them on a certain night.
Right.
How do you there's an issue with the Buffalo Bills and the sun and the heat and the fans and the players and everything. They can't play in the Miami Heat. Well, the system went ahead and picked a game that was early or late enough for them to not have to play in the sun. It was just all random, right? There's been so many games played that are picked in scheduling that have storylines. You cannot tell me that the system is picking it randomly.
Of course it is. It's all about the ratings, and ratings bring in money. Absolutely.
It pays. It's all about the money. How can I expand on the ratings? How can I expand on location? How can I expand the NFL? How can I stretch this dollar? How can I? That's what Roger Goodell's doing. And you know who's banking off of it? Our fearless leader that Pete says is the best thing since Jerry Jones, Stephen Ross. Stephen Ross is the guy banking because he ain't with those wheelbarrows that we used to say that Mike McDaniel used to walk around with the humongous balls, right? No, he's wheeling billions and millions of dollars of our hard-earned money that I can't even afford half the time, but somehow I make it happen.
Right.
That's what he's wheelbearing. Fuck the nuts. We don't need nuts. I'm making hand over fist off of you dickheads that are too stupid to know what's really happening.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, you're cooking. Yep. Gotta agree.
And it makes me sad because I've been with this team way before the Ross. I was here during the Wayne Huizinga era, right? Who's here old enough? I know Color is. I know True Fit is. I know Mr. Paul is. I know John Featherland is. I know Liz probably is. Probably Crypto. You remember Wayne Huizinga. And I'm sorry, Greg, you might not know who Wayne Huizinga is, right? He was a businessman.
Blockbuster.
He invested
He owned the hockey team too. He owned the Panthers,
right?
And the Marlins, if I'm not mistaken. No?
Well, yeah.
What did you say?
Either the Panthers or the Marlins.
Didn't Huizinga own the Marlins as well?
I think for a hot minute he did.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on it because I don't know.
So.
I'm not a Marlins fan. No offense. No offense.
No,
My team is probably my team has not won a World Series in more than 100 years. They have the oldest streak ever, even worse than the Cubs, and that is the Cleveland Guardians. Even though
the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah. I'm an Indian.
I'm not used to saying that.
They're probably one of the hottest teams right now in baseball. This is the year. If they're going to do it, they have to do it this year.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just beat the Yankees. Fuck the Yankees.
Yeah, beat everybody, win it finally, so I can say the streak is over, and then I don't care what the fuck you do. And then Color, who I love to death, is here. We know his team. Every 4 years, his team ends up having a banger, winning a World Series, and walking away. Because that's what they do. That's what that's what real organizations do. They come back and become a contender every 4 years.
Not
right?
the Red Sox.
Maybe not the Red Sox, but the Dolphins.
Are you talking
they
about
haven't
St.
been a
Louis?
contender in what? 100 years now? I feel that's what it feels like. It's been like 40 years. But I mean, it feels like 100.
Didn't the Cleveland Indians win in 47?
No, yeah, that was the last time. We've been competitive though. We've made playoffs several times. We've been to a few World Series. We just never got the job done.
Number 4 Tennessee might lose here.
You guys are the reason we broke the streak.
We're gonna lose. I've already lost 5 different parlays today. Holy shit!
Yeah, Arkansas
and Miami is in a tough one right now. 7-7. They just
I had Cal.
Big time. Cal just scored.
Come on now, tough one. It's the first quarter, man.
Yeah, but they're going back and forth. Yes or no? Yes or no? Back and forth.
The only team that could get something done today against a
college, bro. It's the first quarter in a college game, bro.
It's 7-7. Yes or no?
Shit.
No, it's not.
Georgia and Ole Miss.
But they're not in a tough one. You know, we're winning 10-0.
No, it's 40 billion to nothing, bro.
No, it's 67 billion to nothing.
Color. That's the record that
Arkansas already.
We're gonna end up winning this game.
I'm literally putting the score up on the screen, and you're asking me if I know what the score is.
Oh fuck!
You didn't see it, Color. You didn't see it.
The final score will be 60-7.
Nah, it's gonna be.
All I know is out of all the teams that I thought maybe could lose the game because it was a close game for the first 3 quarters was the Ohio State game, and then the fourth quarter came and they took it away. Ohio State got the job done. Everybody else,
Arkansas in field goal range. Wow, number 1 and number 4 are gonna lose today. That's crazy.
You know what I heard?
Cam Ward, you just getting warmed up.
Color, there's something I heard today, but I don't know if it's going to happen now with Alabama losing. but there was something I was watching. I
They
heard
better be unranked after this.
there's a way that Ohio State and Miami end up in the last 4 in the playoff.
Oh, I
And
know.
even if Ohio State is the higher ranked team, they have to go home to Miami to play the game rather than playing in Columbus.
Yeah. I
I
saw
heard
that
that.
clip. I
Good
saw that
deal.
clip.
Good
If
deal.
Texas was number
That's
one.
We'll see if them referees make it out of Miami this time around.
Let me get you paying for that, Stephen Ross.
Yeah,
They won't.
we'll see if them referees make it out of Miami this time.
Hey, I'll say this though: if it's the Pac-12,
They won't
you're
make it into Miami.
big
There's
time.
no Pac-12 anymore.
USC lost.
USC lost too. Holy shit! To
I lost-
Minnesota 24-17.
Either they're losing.
They lost to Minnesota. Holy
Minnesota
fuck!
24-17.
Either I saw a score. I thought they were losing or they lost. One of the two.
Man, people
I had
are
the volume
saying
down so I couldn't hear.
These
People are
rankings
saying-
gotta be different, man. I'm telling
Hey,
you, Alabama
listen,
about not
listen,
being in the top
people,
10.
people, hold on a second. We have over we have over 324 people watching across all platforms. Do me a favor. Come over to the YouTube side, hit the like button, turn on notification bell, subscribe, tell your friends, right? Join the chat. Come on the panel. We have the panel posted at the top of the chat. Come on up. Hang out with us. Talk Dolphins, talk college sports, talk about any sport. You disagree with me? I see haters in the chat disagree with me. Come on up here and talk to me and tell me why you disagree.
Even if you know that Ohio State's trash.
I am daring you to change my mind. Please.
Man, people were saying that this college slate sucks.
Hey,
and
that
go
was
apple
late.
picking.
Out of
And this
bounds.
day has been crazy. Alabama loses to Vanderbilt. Missouri gets their ass
Dude, they
slapped
got
by
their ass
Texas
kicked.
A&M.
Hands down.
Michigan gets beat. Minnesota gets beat. Tennessee might get beat. Man, this has been a crazy day for an apple picking.
We could
Miami will
jump
be
4
number one
spots.
after this
Hey,
week.
we could jump 4 spots with a win tonight, man.
You guys could be right behind the
We could
Buckeyes.
be ranked number
after
one, man.
tonight.
No,
Legitimately.
it's gonna be Hook'em, Ohio State, then
Miami?
Georgia. Then if Miami wins, Miami.
Yeah, if we
Probably.
win big.
I don't know.
We
Oregon,
could be
Penn
number
State, and
one,
all
man.
them won. They're ahead of y'all. Even though
They
Penn
won't.
State,
They won't.
And I mean, so far, Cal's defense has no answer for the Hurricanes, man.
They're not gonna have Miami move up that many spots. They hate Miami.
No. How
they
I
do.
do
They
my
don't
rankings, even though I
No,
don't.
I
give a
don't-
fuck.
They don't like Miami.
If you win, you move up. If you lose, you move down.
Shout out to Cap for Life. Shout out to
For
Scrappy.
Miami,
Here.
the Hurricanes.
Mudbone, how you been,
They
man?
have to take it.
You know
They don't
what?
give
True
nothing
fan,
to us.
true
We got
fan,
to
that's fair.
Bob, whoever you are, shout out to
Oh,
you.
you just got it.
Who else?
That's
Joe
definitely
Riss, Dolphinier, how you doing?
Really,
Shekel,
really quick, true fan. That's fair to say. But remember, we only dropped 1 spot with a close win last week, so that it might be a little. They might be, it might be. That might be like running out finally
Okay.
after a
Well,
while.
Did you start see that through?
All
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna say
Wide open, bro.
is if Army and Navy are not in next week's rankings, this is a shaft.
Oh,
this
there's a
this will be
flag.
bullshit.
Oh.
Army and Navy should be ranked next.
It's already
week.
their weight,
If they're
Greg.
not ranked, they
If
are
Alabama is not
anti-American.
ranked 30th,
Listen. I
It's a
didn't
shame.
serve in Army Navy. I served in the Air National Guard, which is pretty much the Air Force, right? But I do
That's
respect.
all, Phil.
I definitely
Yeah.
think that they do deserve to be ranked. They have done some shit this year that is very impressive.
They could be playing Army Navy game. They could play the conference title game. Then they play next week. They could be playing for an automatic playoff berth. But here's the problem: both Army and Navy got to play Notre Dame in the coming weeks, so they might lose. So, but if they can win it, holy shit, Notre Dame could get knocked out of the playoffs. I'm rooting for Army and Navy, bro. Give me an Army Navy.
You said they have to fight Notre Dame. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they got to play Notre
Yeah.
Dame in a couple
Listen,
weeks.
I'm part Irish.
The
I'm
Notre
mostly
Dame.
American, but I'm part Irish, right? And I'm gonna say fuck Notre Dame or Notre Dame. You know what I mean?
Is it the hunchback of Notre Dame?
Then they
See,
got to
Ohio
play.
State
Is it the hunchback?
Sounds like the English Notre Dame.
go to Notre Dame. That's what
What is
happened.
Kennedy doing?
Hey, what'd you say, Crypto? Hunchbacks?
Hey, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's what we're playing.
Touchdown.
Do I
touchdown.
amuse you? Do I amuse you?
They got to go for 2. Holy shit. Arkansas has the lead. They got to go for 2 here.
Bro, did they just flag us for unsportsmanlike
Yes, they
for
did,
tossing
bro.
the ball
Yes,
back
they
to the
did.
referee?
Yes, they
Wow.
did.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
kidding me?
Hold on, Greg. Hold on. Caller, you just reminded me, and I got to talk about this
Yeah.
real quick. Greg, did you see in the Alabama game, number 13 of Alabama at the end when they were losing, he kicked the ball?
Yeah.
Dude? I've
Yeah,
never
I saw-
seen that in the game. Talk about unsportsmanlike.
I was watching. I was at work. I was watching WWE Bad Blood. I had to close out.
Don't
the
say
app
nothing.
on
I'm
it.
going to watch it after the show. Don't say nothing. I don't want no
I
spoilers.
won't say nothing. But I was
No
watching
spoilers.
WWE Bad Blood, so I had it on
Well,
the
I bet there
Peacock.
was a lot
So
of
I had to
bad
close
blood.
the app on my
Holly.
phone because I wanted to see the ESPN highlight. I'm like, Alabama got an unsportsmanlike comment, and I start laughing, and I see a clip. And man,
So
he's
we're not
lucky
talking
Nick Saban-
about any unsportsmanlike conduct, right? Like usually you expect like some pushing and shoving and fighting, like a punch thrown or whatever. Well, here's what happened. So I could tell at the last minute of the game when pretty much Vanderbilt had it won. The defensive players were getting testy. Then when they tackled the quarterback that was running all over them, they like kind of like shoved his face to the ground and like did it very ferociously, right? Even when they were doing the where they downed the ball, the victory formation, they were like still like being dickheads and like being nasty about it, right?
Yeah. They're
Number
lucky Nick
13,
Saban's
who I
like
think
coach.
is safety on Alabama. The ball is placed by the referee. The referee turns around and number 13 punts the ball off the ground like it's like he's kicking a field goal or some shit, right? And the referee's just like, well, fuck that. I'm throwing a flag. I was like, I'm surprised you didn't give him a 100-yard penalty because, like, holy shit.
He's
I ain't
lucky.
never seen that in a game.
He's lucky Nick Saban wasn't a coach, or else he would have been pulled off the field.
Yeah, they didn't pull him off the field. They didn't pull him off the field. If I was a coach, I would have said, sit your ass down for the whole fucking season. Fuck you. That's what I would.
He would have redshirted. He would have redshirted and gone to the portal then.
Alabama players are just a bunch of quitters. That's all they are.
And Arkansas doesn't get the 2 points, so Tennessee's got a shot to win now. They cut it down
19-14 right now.
19-14
man.
Arkansas, 117, 2 timeouts for the Orange.
I forgot to mention this earlier. If you live in Florida, mostly Central and South Florida, make sure you go to the grocery store tomorrow. Make sure you buy water, buy toilet paper, because you know around here toilet paper is like gold, right? So you got to make sure you buy that stuff. Pack up on some basic canned foods, easy stuff that you can maybe put on the grill or whatever. Hurricane Milton, who's now a hurricane, is supposed to hit us on Wednesday as a level 2 and possible level 3. Level 3. So
that warning should extend to the entire state into Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, because there is no way to tell this far out that that's where it's hitting. I don't even know why they're even trying that.
Oh,
well, right now,
hold on. The cone of uncertainty is over over South Florida right this second. So yes, of course, you want to be prepared, but that has to extend. That warning should extend to everybody in the Gulf.
All I can tell
there
you,
really is no way to know where that storm's going to exit out.
my local station,
Key West
which
to Pensacola.
station that Color watches, which is WPTV, is now stating that the track that they have.
Okay, bro, it's 5 days out, Ali. Let's not be New Yorkers here, bro.
All right, I'm just saying. I was just saying because I care about people.
I understand, but if we say that, then everybody in the Panhandle is going to go to sleep.
Let's not be New Yorkers.
I'm just saying, bro. It's 5 days, more than 5 days out, man. The thing can exit anywhere out of the Gulf of Mexico.
I'm 10 minutes. I'm about 12 minutes away from from Key Largo. Like the little
you down by the Keys? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm 10 minutes from the stretch. You know where like the stretch, the road. So
First key, okay. You by the first key, okay.
Yeah.
Route 1, you down at Route 1?
Yeah. So
the case in point, Ali, is that the storm was well known to be going into the Big Bend of Florida the last time. Yet everybody along the West Coast got flooded. Man.
God
I
fucking
hear
damn.
you.
Oh.
All I'm saying is, no matter where you are in Florida, just
Greg,
be
go
careful.
pick up you some Starbucks, Greg.
Come on,
It
Nico.
shouldn't. We should only on the East Coast. So it should be tropical
I'm not
storm.
saying you
It's
gotta
moving
go
really fast, so that's why
windows
the
and all that stuff. I'm not saying that, Color. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, at least have a case of water and maybe your propane tank.
Right.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
no. I'm saying prepare everything. I'm just saying that everybody needs to in the Gulf of Mexico.
You're extending it beyond Florida, is what you're saying. I
Yeah,
get it.
simply because
all those
5 days.
decisions
The reason it's like we have to be really
Nico.
concerned in South Florida is because the storm itself is moving very fast. The faster it moves, the more accurate the projections are. So yeah, we have to the thing is moving fast, so they're pretty sure right now that it's heading this way, but that could change within 12 hours. You know what I mean? It's just the weather. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So
I'd
if it
rather-
does
I'd rather a
change,
storm
then
just move
everybody in the
fast
Gulf of
and slow
Mexico needs to be on high alert.
actually correct in saying this, and I'm going to actually amend my statement a little bit. People,
they're going
please,
for it.
regardless of where you're at, if you're in that area of anywhere in the Gulf or even in Georgia, because who knows, maybe this takes the same exact route.
Hey, Alabama, Louisiana.
Well, maybe it takes the same route as Helene, and those people that were affected by Helene get run over again. You know what I'm saying?
Ali, the main thing is that when there's a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, it has to exit out somewhere. So there's going to be a landfall somewhere.
Someone's getting hit. You just got to be prepared. That's all.
Listen, I don't know if anyone.
These stupid motherfuckers just went for it on 4th and 2 on the 50-yard line and didn't convert.
Yeah.
Now they're giving Cal.
I
the
hate
ball
when they
on
do
50.
that shit, dude. I hate that crap.
Fucking
I don't know.
assholes, bro.
Make
I don't
sure
know.
that hold on, just to be clear and to kosher, make sure you do follow whatever your city and state guidelines are regarding evacuating and stuff like that. Please try to follow it. Your safety is really important to us here at the TFTG. We want you guys to be safe. We want you guys to be okay. And that's what's number one
I
important.
like it.
Just so you know.
Yeah,
Go
for
ahead.
sure.
That's the other thing. If it does turn north, it's going to drag right along the west coast of Florida, just like Helene just did.
And that's what I'm worried about, bro. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
We already saw what Helene did, and that got even worse, even when it was beyond Georgia, bro. It got even worse. So that's why I'm kind of worried.
Tennessee just got lucky.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, jeez. Cal just
Hey,
threw it all the way into the red zone. Down 10-yard line. So
That's what you get when you go for it on 4th and 2 on the 50
line.
like an asshole. Now you gave these guys life.
hey, I don't know who's watching the Tennessee-Arkansas game right now, but the Tennessee has butchered this clock. They made a big play on 3rd down. They had 2 timeouts, and they had 34 seconds of clock. They didn't call a timeout. They let the clock wind on 17 seconds. They have 13 seconds at 3rd and 5. Tennessee's mismanaged the clock. Come on, Nico. Come on, kid. My king, Nico. If that's the guy we need to get. Nico Amavilia from Tennessee. This kid's a stud.
Who's the quarterback of Cal? That was a nice pass.
I don't know his name.
It wasn't this pass. I don't
Davis
know.
Webb.
Never seen him.
I don't know, but he threw a nice pass and put California about to go up right here. Holy
Oh my God! Fucking Tennessee's gonna lose these fucking bums.
fucking Hurricanes are gonna lose to these bums. Holy shit!
I like Nico.
You guys are ridiculous, man.
No.
Touchdown, Cal.
That's what
Cal scored.
Yep.
That's what I said, bro. That's why I said it.
Listen, I don't want to feel like a jackass. I got Cal plus 10, but I'm pretty sure that parlay.
Let me know if we
lost
don't
to
get the extra point, and I'll change it back. I'm updating the score. Let me know if they don't get the extra point.
There's a whole game. There's a whole 2.5 quarters left of
Is this
the
a road
UN.
game?
So, yeah, it's in California.
It's
And then California, I'm going to say, why the hell they playing so late?
I mean, because it's in California.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's on the field.
Extra
You
point
get 3
good,
hours
14
difference.
7 Cal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
yeah,
eight.
yeah. As long as it's in California, I'm like, why in the hell are they playing at 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it's 8:30 game, so that's
Yeah,
why.
right.
Well,
That's
yeah.
cool.
it's ACC after dark, bro. How can you not?
Dude, could you imagine? And I hate
They
to
say
say
they don't
this
want
because
Miami to win if they
I
got
want the
Miami at 11
Hurricanes to
o'clock.
win because I do support South Florida teams. Okay, but holy shit, could you imagine a week that you had Alabama number 1 lose,
Tennessee number 4 lose.
Tennessee
You
lose,
know how many, dude? Vegas is totally
Miami
playing
lose.
y'all, man.
down.
Michigan lose.
Vegas is
Holy
playing
shit,
y'all.
Missouri.
You know how many people are hitting the money line for Cal right now, bro?
Probably
I
everybody.
might
They are so playing you guys, man. It's unreal.
I might do it, Color. Don't tempt me.
Oh dear.
Make sure you hit the like button, everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us.
I
This
tell
is
you
the
what,
Wolf
that favoritism by not giving no favorable ratings to Alabama.
Vegas is
after
about
this
to get
week.
all the money back from losing them underdogs today on this game alone. They're about to recover every bit of their money.
Gotta go. No, what are you doing, Nico? Oh my God, this guy's a
Who's he
fucking
looking
clown.
Who's he watching?
He just
Tennessee?
scrambled.
Thanks for everybody that came out to Saturday Night Wolfpack. This has been one of the best shows I think we've had
Is
in
he
a while.
fucking hurt?
I really appreciate
Saturday
everyone
Night
coming out.
Wolfpack.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
can't
do this
believe it.
every Saturday night.
Where's
And you know what?
CB83 at?
For people that love Club XL, we'll do Club XL
He
as well.
hurt?
When we're winning, and it's really time to party.
You
But
fucking geek, you butchered the clock.
conversations
Fuck
are
you, Josh Heupel.
get it out. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Yes,
Is
sir.
he hurt?
No.
Louisville lost again today too.
Yeah, they lost. I can't believe it.
There goes that. There
Every
goes
ranked
that
team that I
all-important
bet
matchup in 2 weeks.
today lost.
That's not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, I think with all these ranked teams losing, I think it's time that we rank Army, Navy, and Colorado. Those are the 3 teams that need to be ranked.
And everybody left on the Hurricanes schedule needs to be ranked.
Miami has to win every game because they got a ACC title game against Clemson. They falter. I don't know if they'll make the playoff.
I don't know if Miami
think
played in
ACC
the West Coast in a while.
ACC
Hey, you know who should be ranked? You know who should be ranked?
Yeah, USC.
Toledo needs to be ranked. They beat an SEC team.
Yeah, but no one from the Max. Well, I mean, you're right. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, rank Toledo. Even though no one from the
I'm
Max.
sorry, they murdered Mississippi State.
I know.
Right? And who did Mississippi State beat?
I don't know.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, man. You guys have a good night. I've enjoyed this to the max, man.
Who did Mississippi State beat?
I'm about to pull it up. True football fan, thank you for hanging out, man. I really appreciate
man,
you.
Take it easy. Good night.
So
Yeah, my
Mississippi
earbuds may go out. So
they beat.
I make
Who did they beat? I'm about to look. Hold on, let me look here.
I may hang out and just listen. All right.
Who did they beat? Good question.
El Cap was being a hater.
He was being a hater? Holy shit. Well,
Shakur has played the best talent he's ever faced, man.
They beat Eastern Kentucky, so nobody. Oh man, I still can't play. I don't care. A MAC team beat an SEC team. That's all that matters. That's why they should be ranked.
You know, people were saying college football 25 is not realistic. You people need to open your eyes because Army and Navy is fucking undefeated. We got fucking Vanderbilt beating Alabama. We got Tennessee losing to bum ass Arkansas. You know, it's just I love college football. Now, will I ever say it's better than the NFL? I mean, it's
the Kings and then it's
no,
Greg, you got it wrong. It's the Kings and then there's college football.
You know,
it's the Kings and then there's college football.
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
That's the way it is.
You could say that for any team, to be honest. But here's the reality of it. Football, and I'm going to say football across the board, this season, both college and the NFL, has been the hardest to predict.
Yep.
And that's the reality for me because I have not been able to predict any of the college games. Every team that I thought would whoop the shit out of certain teams has not happened. Who would have thought Alabama would have lost to Vanderbilt? Please tell me. Please raise your hand here.
I had Vanderbilt plus the points. I didn't think they would win. I'll say that.
I would give the points, but I wouldn't give the win to Vanderbilt. But Vanderbilt destroyed Alabama. Vanderbilt didn't just win, bro. They took their heart and soul and then shit on it. That's what happened. Every time when you thought Alabama was turning the corner, oh, it's the same old Alabama. They're gonna come back and just win the whole thing, right? No, they're like, oh, you scored a touchdown. That was cute. Here, let me shit on it more. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Next week's gonna be crazy. I can't wait for next October. Everyone was crapping on this slate and boosting up. I can't wait for next week. Next week's gonna be a banger week. We got
wow, look at this throw. Oh shit, he dropped it.
Oh, you guys must be
an amazing throw too. I was like, holy shit.
Damn, you guys ahead of me. I might have to leave.
In the Hurricane game.
Yeah, I haven't seen this drop yet.
Cam Ward, man. Talk
Damn,
about
right in the basket, dude. Jesus.
Dude, fuck that receiver. Fuck that receiver for not catching that.
Oh, he dropped it right through the hands.
A Heisman reel right there, bro. I'm sorry. That's a Heisman reel.
Listen,
What y'all watching?
you can have your opinion.
I'm not
on
watching
who
it. I got it.
Heisman.
Hurricane
I'm here
game.
to tell you, Travis Hunter is the Heisman until he's dead. 120 snaps played in a game. He plays 100.
How many yards he's got?
He's got like at least 1,000 yards receiving. I think. I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me.
Oh.
He's got like at least
Okay,
like
but he's
5
got-
receiving yards.
He's got almost 1,000. That's pretty good at this point. What was it? Week
Where's
6
the
for the
unfortunate,
college?
like,
What was it? 6
where's the
games they played so far?
Conduct here.
Hmm.
Fucking Bears fan or Bears player, Cal player threw one of the towels that belonged to the Hurricane player.
He has 561 yards, 6 touchdowns, 46 receptions. That's on offense. Let's check his
46
defensive stats.
Oh damn! If he's got just as amount on defense, that means it's good. As far as defenses,
I gotta figure out how to find his defensive stats.
500 yards. How many catches? 40 something.
46 receptions.
So what he's got
I'm trying
like
to find his defensive stats.
or something per catch.
So Ali,
So he's got like 12 yards per catch or something like that. What's his
got
yards per
anything
catch?
set for tomorrow, man? I got an underdog parlay, 4 teams.
Who?
I have to see what money I have
40
left.
Cardinals
I lost
underdog.
money today in college football. It sucks.
Cardinals over the Niners.
Plus 4,300. And I got the Panthers, Colts, Texans, and Cardinals all to win outright.
Who are they playing?
Cardinals
Panthers
and
versus
Niners.
Bears, Colts versus
Texans are
Jags,
playing
Bills
Bills.
versus Texans, and Cardinals versus 49ers.
And you got the Panthers, Colts,
Texans and Cardinals. Yep.
Texans, and Cardinals. I might tail that.
I might
Plus
take that bet.
43.72.
I might
Wait,
take it.
Jacksonville's favorite in that game?
No, Jacksonville I don't think is favored, is it? I thought they were underdogs.
No, Panthers are plus 165, Colts are plus 125, Texans are plus 100, and Cardinals are plus 275. And that Texans bet plus 100, I like that alone by
I like
itself.
the
That's a great line right there, man, for the Texans Bills.
Are there is there any touchdown dogs? I haven't looked at the NFL. I'm probably gonna do that right now.
How did you get Texans plus
That is a
100?
dangerous
They're
down.
minus 115 right now.
Because I set the parlay on Monday or Tuesday.
Sense.
Damn it.
Mm.
So everybody thought the
That's a
same thing
tricky
I
one.
did and bet them. That's why they're minus now.
Mm.
So you got Texans, you got Panthers, and who else you got?
I got Panthers, Colts, Texans,
I'll
and
bet
Cardinals.
Texans. I'll take the over on the Texans and Bills on the points.
The biggest dog is the Cardinals at plus 275.
Yeah, that's looking like that Patriot Cincinnati matchup in week 1.
I don't know what it is, but freaking what's his name?
That's
Andy
definitely. I'll just take that out right.
Panthers look pretty decent.
But to get the upset.
Then I got for fun money,
Half?
and this
Niners,
is only
but I'm
fun
still
money,
Gonna bet.
not to be taken
upset.
seriously. I've got Devon Achane, Hunter Henry, and Jalen Waddle to combine for 4+ touchdowns at plus 5,000.
I'm probably putting money on the Patriots money line.
Well, hey, pay
Hey,
yourself.
I
The money
mean,
line for them is what? Minus one?
I said
Make them
I
pay
put
you,
money.
Greg. Make them
What
pay
is
you.
the money line?
I put money on the Titans last week. Titans money line. I won $6.40 or something like that because I put $5 on it, and I thought the Dolphins would
Okay.
win, but no, I walked out with $6.40 in my pocket, plus the $5 I got
There
back.
you go. That's the 5. There you go. You nearly doubled your money right there. That's a sound investment. In the business community will look highly upon you.
And I don't
Great
know.
return on your capital.
Well,
You
put
will
it
right
this
now
way.
be ahead of the.
Put it
You
this
will be
way.
right on par with the S&P 500 over the
Put it
last
this
4
way.
years.
Put it this way. If you're gonna spend $200 to go to see the Dolphins play, which is like that's a low amount. That's not having any drinks or any food at the stadium, right? You're gonna spend $200 to go to a game. What's the difference between that and 300?
100.
So you put $100 against your team, and that way, if they lose, they're paying for your day. They're paying for your food at the stadium. If they want to lose, they're going to pay me to lose. And if they win, then I paid an extra $100 to see the game. So what?
Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah,
I mean,
you
that's
just have
why I
to
don't
put in
understand
100
why
to
it's
see
such
it.
a rule. It's such a taboo to bet against your own team. It's like, what do you mean? These are professionals.
Right,
They
that's
get
definitely
millions of dollars.
strategy.
I can't claim
It's
$100
definitely
from
strategy
them
for
if
it.
they lose. You know,
Yeah.
how dare I? You know,
Right. And if
and
your
if they
team
win,
wins more than lose,
if they win, I can say I
you
put
won your bet.
extra $100
You
towards
missed
the
it.
moral
You missed
victory.
it.
You know,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, 2-1.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably doing it tomorrow morning because I don't know what I like in the NFL tomorrow.
I mean, if it was $10 to go to the game and see your football team, then no, don't bet against them. But when they're raking you over the coals just to see them play, and they put out a performance like
If they're on
that,
TV, you got to
I'm
get that money
sorry,
back.
give me my money back.
That's $70 per month that you're paying. You got at
Exactly.
least $70 worth of bets in place. Yeah, that subscription is $70 a month. You got to
And think
recoup
about
some of
that
it
guy
back.
that laid down 3,000 on the Dolphins the other night. If he would have put it on Tennessee, I'm sure that loss wouldn't have hurt so much.
It wouldn't hurt at all. It would be he will be up 4,500 at least or something like that, or $5,000.
Yeah, fair enough, crypto. And you have to tithe 10%. You got to go buy some memorabilia if you win. If you bet against your team and they lose, you know what I mean. You got to take a couple dollars out of it and go buy some memorabilia.
When they say anytime touchdown, does it have to be
buy a
running
t-shirt.
or a passing touchdown?
It means anything.
Passing or rushing, yeah.
Anything, right?
Anything.
Yeah.
Like if
All right.
Justin Jefferson runs for a touchdown, he hits.
Anything, anytime,
catches it.
anywhere. Anyhow.
Anytime touchdown.
Like Jared Goff could catch a pass or run a pass.
Those are the funnest bets to make. The anytime touchdown versus
Yeah, I don't know
particular quarter.
I gotta. Let me see.
Yeah.
You know what?
Speaking
You know
of
what I
Devontae
haven't
Smith, the reason
found.
why I didn't win the Philly.
I
bet
haven't
in
found a
week
money
1.
line for the Dolphins leading 1 second of the game. Like, that's interesting. They don't have that bet anywhere.
Not even on the Hard Rock app, huh?
Right.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even
I
think
don't
you
see
can
it on
create a
Hard
bet.
Rock app anywhere. No. Like Dolphins to lead 1 second, 1+ seconds.
1+ seconds, right? That'll be a 1-to-1. Damn. Dolphins
And
take
look
the
at this.
lead at any point.
Miami
Anytime
Dolphins
lead.
to record 5+ sacks on New England is only +400.
Thought it would be higher because I think Brissett got sacked the most so far. You think it should be higher?
And here, look at this one. Ramondre Stevenson or Devon Achant to score the first touchdown is only +210. Ramondre Stevenson's not even playing, not even starting the game. So who do you think the bettors think's getting that touchdown?
Achan.
Yeah, that's terrible for the.
I'm probably
That's
taking
a sideways bet.
Honestly, I might take Odell.
Tyreek Hill to record 100 plus receiving yards or 1 touchdown is only plus 160.
Is Jordan Love playing tomorrow?
Yeah,
Does
that would
anybody
be
know?
low.
I think he is.
Yes. Yeah.
Mahomes is healthy too to play, right?
I think
Mahomes
so.
is. Yeah,
Well, that's
Mahomes
Monday.
is.
What
That's
about
Monday.
Derek Carr?
Unless he got nicked up.
That's Monday.
Yeah, Carr's there.
And Dak Prescott is okay as well.
And
Yeah.
he's okay. Yeah.
Here's the most
Yeah, that's
to me,
okay.
the most interesting line of
Dak's
the
playing
game
the Steelers.
for on the NFL on the game exclusives. Either team to score 3 unanswered times. Minus 135.
Bro, I'm playing.
That means that the bettors, hold on real quick. That means that the bettors think that one of these two teams is going to score 3 unanswered times.
Shit.
Who do you think that the bettors think that's going to be?
No, that's a low number, 135.
Minus 135, Crypto. That means it's a sure bet. That means that it's a sure thing that somebody's going to score 3 unanswered times.
I knew that.
We lost your audio, Ali. We lost your audio.
You lost my. Can you hear me okay now?
Yep, you're good now. Yep.
Okay. I'm playing a 5-bet parlay that is plus 823,000.
Oh shit.
823,000?
That's what it is. 826,100.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Well, how many parlay is it? How many?
It's a 5-way parlay. So I'm picking Mahomes anytime touchdown, Derek Carr anytime touchdown, CJ Stroud anytime touchdown, Jordan Love anytime touchdown, and Dak Prescott anytime touchdown.
I mean, they have to throw one or run it themselves.
I don't know if passing touchdowns count.
I don't think
That's what I'm saying. I think they may be talking about running it themselves.
That's why I asked that
Because if it's
question.
throwing, they throwing away money. If it's throwing, those guys can get it in their sleep.
I think it's only rushing or receiving. I could be wrong though.
I'm about to
Gotta
look
be
it up.
rushing.
Well,
Because if it's throwing, then that's money in the
Try to
trash
see if
can.
they give you the early payout and your money back on that one.
Let's check right now. I haven't placed. I have it in the thing. All I have to do is hit done. But if that
Oh,
is
you haven't done it yet. Oh, you haven't
Hold
done
on.
it yet?
I have it set up. I haven't hit the done button yet. So that's why I'm
All right.
checking.
Oh,
According to Google, NFL anytime touchdown and first/last touchdown score prop bets only count when a player ends up in the end zone with the football in their hands.
oh, okay.
Thank
I was
you.
going to say, because they talk about throwing, then they just throwing away money.
That player with
No,
the
do
ball
you
in their
think Derek Carr or Dak Prescott could run in a ball?
No, they can throw one.
Maybe Dak Prescott.
Yeah, they can throw a
Yeah.
touchdown. All of them's going to throw one touchdown.
Yeah,
What about-
and it says,
Rushing or receiving.
and it says right here on
We should have
FanDuel-
clarified that it means that the person has to have the ball in their hand. They have to be the ball carrier.
Yeah, it
and
says
score
here
the
a
touchdown.
quarterback who throws the ball does not count as a scorer. Only the person who catches it or runs it in, according to FanDuel.
Okay, so Jared Goff would have counted last week when he
Oh
called
shit! I thought Alabama and Tennessee.
Correct.
touchdown.
Correct, Crypto. And Tyler Huntley would have counted last week for rushing one. Yes, I purposely added that one to make sure everybody was reminded that our quarterback rushed for a touchdown last week.
That was the
Our
first time in
quarterback,
3 seasons.
the Dolphins quarterback rushed for a touchdown last week. Yes, that's right.
I want to make this known. I have breaking
Well, that was
news.
only like the first time in
The
how many
Miami
seasons?
Hurricanes are
Since
shitting
Flores?
the bed. The Miami
What's that?
Hurricanes are shitting the bed against
Oh
Cal.
shit!
How's
Wow,
that?
taking it out touchdown. 21-10.
Took it to the house.
Who the house? Jaden Ott.
What's the
Holy
score?
shit! What a day in college.
When they run out of ways to score, you guys will see, bro. That'll happen about halftime when they run out of ways to score.
I hope, man, because if Hurricane shit, the dog gonna be so
Yeah, they
disappointed.
done.
Color. I might actually create another instead of
be a golden
Wolfpack. I'll think of a different name to have a different show, and we
If
can bitch
my-
about the Hurricanes.
If Miami loses,
You guys
game,
have to
I'm-
realize that there's only one team on that field right now sweating. You notice? There's only sweat on one team.
if if
That's
Miami
how you
loses
know
this game,
in college, bro. You look at the team that's sweating the most, and they're not gonna be able to sustain it for the rest of the game.
if Miami loses this game, I'm gonna have a field day on Twitter, man. Oh man, I'm gonna be all over Twitter. I'm gonna be.
And
I'm
if
gonna
they
be
lose, they
propping up
lose. It's an
Shador.
upset. This is called an upset for a reason.
I'm gonna be pushing the Shador agenda, bro. Yo, man. No, I'm kidding. I like Cam Ward. I like the Canes. I want to see the Canes win a national title.
Yeah,
Chris Paul.
if my first team doesn't make it, the Buckeyes, I want the Hurricanes to win it, and that's why I'm kind of like pissed off. If they lose.
I want to
as bad as the Hurricanes have been for so many years. Look, Bama lost today. I don't know why everybody in this country ain't celebrating. I don't care who your team is.
At this rate, I hope Army or Navy wins the national title. America wins. That'd be awesome.
So back to the unanswered thing. At minus 135, that is basically saying that not scoring three unanswered times is the underdog. So given these two offenses, even though both of them are putrid, okay, which one of them do you think the bettors are thinking is going to get shit right and score on 3 unanswered times? Because they think somebody's doing it. Based on the betting line at minus 135, the bettors think somebody's doing it. And I just don't know if anybody would say that would be the Patriots.
Are they talking about the team or the offenses?
Well, the team. It only says
then it could be
score 3
right.
unanswered.
Well, then it could be 3 unanswered, meaning
I
a field
got
goal
you, bro.
and an
Nobody is
interception.
scoring 3 unanswered times on defense. If you can find that historical fact, I'll stand corrected. I don't know anybody that's ever scored 3 unanswered times on
before.
defense.
I remember Minnesota doing it. I'm talking about 3 unanswered.
Okay, you
field
remember
goals.
one
That's
team in the
unanswered.
history of mankind doing it. All right.
That
Stand
doesn't matter.
corrected.
There's a lot of teams that scored 3 unanswered field
Crypto,
goals.
I
too.
stand
That's scoring.
corrected, bro. Stop. Damn.
I'm not talking about defense. I'm talking about special teams, field goals. You can just kick 3 field goals and that'll meet the criteria.
Okay. I understand English, bro.
I get it, but you thinking that they had confidence in our offenses? They don't. They got confidence in our field goal
I
kickers.
said the team.
That's what I'm trying to clarify. They don't have no confidence in
No,
our
9 times
offense.
out of 10, the offense is the one responsible for scoring. I'm sorry, bro. Run me over with a car. I don't care. Sue me. Jesus.
9 times out of
Christ,
10 this
man.
season, our offense ain't responsible for scoring. So Jason Sanders, warm your leg up.
Can't say one goddamn thing around this network without it spending half my energy. Jesus.
That's fine.
Not that
It's
important,
highly
Crypto.
dull.
It's not that important.
I'm not saying it was. I'm just trying to dispel the myth that they all of a sudden have confidence in any of these offenses. They got confidence in Jason Sanders and whoever the hell kicks for the Patriots.
Yeah, because both teams' special teams have been scoring all over the place. Sure. That's where their confidence lies.
Absolutely. That's exactly where the 3 unanswered points will come from.
Right.
The legs of the
because you
fucking
said it.
kicker.
So why argue with anybody that's just going to say anything?
I'm not arguing. I just made a statement on which team Vegas thinks is going to probably score. It's definitely not on offense. It's the fucking special teams.
You think the bettors are way more sophisticated than they are, bro.
I don't give a shit what the bettors are.
Well, the bettors are the ones that made the line go to
common sense.
-130.
Yeah,
common. That made the line go
I don't
down
give a
like
shit.
that.
The common sense.
Bettors are the
common
one that made
sense
the
tells
line
me
go down
that
like
both
that. The
offenses
bettors
are
are the one that made
trash.
the line go down like that.
It tells me that both of them are trash. Is that both offenses are trash? The bettors fucking know that they field goal kickers can easily kick 3 straight field goals.
Dumb.
I don't give a shit. I'm not getting hope in no goddamn putrid offenses.
Does Stephon Diggs score tomorrow?
Both of offenses are fucking trash.
I didn't fucking ask you to.
You don't have to. Both offenses are fucking trash. The fucking field goal kickers are kicking those unanswered points.
All right, bro, you win.
I don't give a shit
Have a
about winning.
cookie.
You go have a cookie. Go have a donut and some English tea.
Bro, you are the biggest fucking asshole I've ever met, bro. You know that?
So what? Congratulations.
I don't know how anybody
Pick a number, take a number, and stand in line.
No, thank you. I'll just avoid you.
Take a number, stand in line. Because you're the biggest asshole.
Ooh. Nanny,
Ooh.
Oh my God, you guys, come on.
Yeah, nanny, boo boo, my ass.
Yeah, it is for real, Treasure. We have to deal with it anytime anybody opens their mouth. Oh my God, I said something Crypto disagreed with, so I should be rolled over.
Good.
I don't know why anybody watches this crap.
Good. Turn it off then.
Everyone hit the like button. Turn on notification
Watch
bell.
this crap. Turn it the fuck off. Not too good. I'm dealing with assholes.
All right. Well, with that being said, it's the 3-hour mark. Let's hit with our final takes. Thank you for the first show of Saturday Night Wolfpack. We definitely ended it with a bang. This was the fight I expected earlier on, to be honest. Make sure you hit like button, turn on notification. Greg, tell me your final thoughts. All right, we lost Greg. Liz, tell me your final thoughts.
They really should look into the Huskies for quarterbacks.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Make sure I'm going to take a drink to Liz right here. Crypto, final thoughts. Crypto? You might be on the other line with color right now. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out here at Saturday Night Wolfpack. I appreciate it. It was fun. We had some really good conversations. Joe Riss, thank you so much for extending your membership. He's been a member since 16 months. 16 months straight. Shout out to you. Manny, Crypto did not fall asleep. Matt Finisher, Mr. Finisher, how you doing? Make sure you hit like and subscribe. I appreciate everyone that hung out with us. It was a lot of fun. I cannot wait to do this next Saturday. Be here or be square. Shout out to everybody. And with that, everybody have a wonderful night. Go Fins, the keys to the game. Remember, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. On defense, stop the run, stop the run. That's how we win. With that, all I say is go Fins.